Hey guys, so I forgot to hit record for the first couple of minutes of the recording, so I just wanted to catch you up a little bit. Where we left off last time is that the party had killed the Black Brick Brothers, and there was actually a bounty or a reward out for their heads. Since they killed them, they are then entitled to that reward. Uh, it's going to take the town a couple of days in order to get that money together. So they offered to let the party stay in the Green Dragon Inn slash tavern for for a couple of days while they do that. During that time, while they're waiting, Spartacus decides that he wants to do some adventuring on his own. And so he wakes up and immediately does his taekwondo stretch type things. And that's about where we're picking up. So let's head right over to that.
In the mirror, a la um, a la the what's it called? Ballad of Apocalypse Now. Just really stretching out my gnomish figure, and then having worked out, I go downstairs and immediately order several bread bowls worth of hearty stew.
Okay.
I don't get room service. I'm not made of money. We'll just,
No, yeah, what's super funny is you have like what 10 gold pieces and you're like, I will hire, right? And this was some Spartacus was trying to hire the other two.
you might forget how much money you've given me, but maybe.
How much money have I given you?
I don't know. I don't know if I should say it. They told me I'm being recorded now.
Well, yeah, because I realized that I forgot to hit record.
I have 53 gold pieces.
Okay. That's still not a whole ton though, right? Especially when they were saying like, oh, well, I was getting like 10 gold pieces a day at my previous
Yeah.
job, and you were like,
Well, obviously, I think his name was Knox, is a liar because no one is hiring him for more than 2 gold pieces a day.
so
Like
there
he's a
was
former, he's been in prison. And he's like, no one cares. They're still offering me able employment everywhere I go. Get real.
that's just what he's telling you. So the other guys were Nassim Tor, who was a dragonborn rogue, and then Radgrid, who was a dwarf fighter. So those were the other two.
Yeah,
But
in
yeah, so
character, I don't believe that they earned that much money.
okay, it's fine by me.
Oh,
So yeah, so you come down, you come down from your long night's sleep, and then from your exercises, you come down, and Dexter is, as always, behind the bar. He's currently serving I mean, compared to you, a giant, right? Um, uh, got green skin, tusks coming out of his sticking up from his bottom lip, and a big, scraggly, mangled beard sits on his face. But the figure that Dexter is serving, right, takes the flagon of ale, throws it back, and I mean, in probably two gulps, takes down the entire flagon. This is something that would take you, a good 15-20 minutes to drink. He just gulps it down in two goes, right? Slams it down on the countertop, and he said, "Yeah, that's good. I'll take another." Right, and you see as ale is kind of pouring out of his mouth a little bit down that big scraggly beard. Um, and uh, Noah, what else does this character look like?
Um, he's just got muscles out the wazoo. Like his bicep is probably as big as you are. This Spartacus flat top.
in universe, I am very small, so
Yeah, so I forgot to
know.
mention Spartacus. So he's a gnome, so he's like
Yes.
3.5 feet tall.
Yes.
So
3.5 foot bicep. I like
Um,
I
Jeremy
like and
pretty much
admire
summed
his
it up.
bicep, which is my same body width.
Your body width. Yes.
Body length.
um
Um,
so yeah, so Spartacus, what do you do?
Well, I don't know much about the world, but I know green skin either means he's very sickly or he's an orc. Um, so I I sit down at the stool next to him. I kind of crawl up, which
Yeah.
I don't know how big the stool is, but it might take me a while. Um, and I say, "Evening, good sir." I mean, morning, morning. I'm new around here. I don't know the times yet, but can I buy you a drink?
Um, I what's it gonna cost me?
Just the joy of conversation.
Fine. What are we gonna be talking about, huh?
I say, well, it's up to you, but take out a gold piece and kind of shimmy slide it across the bar. Really like gouging a hole in the bar with how much I'm trying to make this slide. And I look at Dexter and I say, whatever we talk about, it's on me.
Well, the only time in my experience that somebody actually wants to sit down and talk with me, they want something from me. So why don't we just cut to it? Do you have a job for me?
I do have a job. I'm looking for a bodyguard. I'm looking for someone who can help me find some friends that I got separated with. And I'm going to be straight up with you. You're clearly a clever orc. You're a smart guy, and I don't want to beat around the bush, but I would love to have you on my team. The only thing is, a lot of people have already applied, and I know it's not really fair to shoot you to the top of the employment list. So maybe it might be like a light internship to get you started. Just make sure it works out a day. So when the other people complain that I hired you without giving them the time, I can let them know you were interning for me before it really kicked off.
Spartacus, can I have you make a deception check?
Sure. What dice do I roll?
So take your D20. Oh yeah. So Noah,
Yeah.
quick thing, because I realize you haven't played and so you don't know what's happening. So
Nope.
So do you have dice? Did I give you dice?
Yeah, I have dice.
Okay. I did give you dice. I remember now. Okay. I was scared for a minute. Yeah. So if you take out your dice, you'll see that one of them has a lot of sides. That is your D20.
Yes.
Your D20 is going to be the one you roll most often. And so when I
Okay.
say to make a check or something, the assumption is that it will be that it'll be a D20. I will most likely specify any other types of checks if it's
Okay.
not a D20. And so what you do, and I kind of mentioned this a little bit, I think in the first recording, so the dice introduce an element of uncertainty, of chance into the world, right? Because otherwise everything we are in control of, the dice are that element of chaos.
Right.
So basically they decide how good or how bad you are at something. And so right now, where Spartacus is saying, hey, I have a lot of people that I am trying to that have all applied and are trying to be on my team and be this bodyguard. That's not true. The two people that he has talked to don't even want to be on his team. Right now, they're just kind of stuck with him because they're all going to get a bunch of money. So I'm having him roll a deception check to see if he can deceive you and fool you into thinking that there really are all these things, and he's giving you this special treatment. Does that make sense?
Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So how we're going to do this is they're going to be competing roles. So Michael's going to roll a deception check, And Noah, you're going to make just a straight wisdom check. So along that left column on your page, you should see wisdom, and then you should see a modifier somewhere on there. You'll see a big number, and then you'll see a modifier that says like +2 or something. It may say like a -1 or whatnot. But what you'll do is you'll roll your d20, and then whatever that modifier says, you will do to that roll. So you roll your 20, you get a 15, and you have a, let's say, a +2, so you get a 17 altogether. That's your roll. Does that make sense?
Okay.
Okay. So let's go ahead and make those rolls. So, have you already rolled, Spartacus? Okay.
Where'd he go? Okay. It is in total, I guess 19.
You
I have a -1, and
you rolled a natural 20.
yes. I mean,
okay. So in D&D, there's so on the D20. So the reason it's called a D20 is there's 20 sides to it. And so it's like a dice 20, but we just shorten it to D20 or D5, or there's not a D5. I'm an idiot. A D4, a D6. However many sides it has, that's what we call it. So there is a critical. So there's what's called a critical success and a critical fail. When you roll a 20, then that's called a critical success. And in some situations, that means you automatically succeed whatever you're doing. And then a critical fail means doesn't matter what you have in terms of modifiers or whatnot, you fail. Okay. And usually something awesome or something hilarious happens when you do one or the other. So you got a D20. Or you got a critical success on that. What did you roll, Spartacus?
I roll a number almost as impressive. Half that is 10.
What's your deception modifier?
Is deception under another name? 2. I have 2, but it's not highlighted. It's just only a 2.
Yeah, so you just add 2 to that 10 then.
Wait, do I have a 19 or a 20 at this point?
So the reason that I said, you rolled a natural 20, that means that's the number that appeared on your dice when you rolled it, was a 20. So then when you got the 19 in total, that's with that -1. Because it's a 20, that one I take what the natural instance of it is.
Okay.
So always mention when you roll a natural 20.
Okay.
And then you can say what the modified number is after that. Because like I said, in some instances, a natural 20 is going to succeed every time.
Okay.
And then in other times, if it's like a super, super difficult thing that you're trying to do, a natural 20 may not do it, and your modifier might help, right? You have a +5 or something, and so you get a 25 in total. So, okay. So even a 19 versus a 12 is going to, you're going to know. So, Noah, your character sees, directly through everything that this tiny little creature is saying. You can tell that no one wants to work for him, that he doesn't have, my goodness. Anyway, no one wants to work for him. There's not a waiting list or anything. You could tell that he's genuine about the wanting you to come work for him.
And not as if how much I'm not lying.
Yeah. So you know that he's lying about the list of people that are waiting to work for him, but he does want you to come work for him.
Okay. Is this where I take over?
I think he's buying it.
Yeah. Yeah. So what does your character do in response to that?
Well, I'll call him out on his bull crap and say, how much is it that I'll be paid?
Well,
What are we doing?
more of a finder's fee type thing, paying you day to day. I feel like it would be detrimental because, then you just want to go on and on and on. So it's kind of a negotiable thing. It's not a flat rate.
Okay.
But I will pay you in at least one tavern meal a day while you're working. Like I'm no Scrooge McDuck here. I'll give you what's fair. Of course, Scrooge McDuck referring to the well-known Popper's tale of Scrooge and his thievery of ducks.
Well, I don't have anything else to do, so I might as well.
Spartacus stands up on the table and starts doing like a little jig. He thinks he's playing it off real cool.
You would make a phenomenal bard. I'm just saying, Michael. Just with everything you're doing.
And in the game.
that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Like in the game, like Spartacus seems like a very bardish. Anyway. So did you accept, Noah, or?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll stand behind this puny person and be all muscle.
Be all muscle. Do you want to like introduce yourself and say what your name is or anything, or?
Sure. How far am I going into this?
That's up to you. You tell what your character would be comfortable with.
Okay. Well, Spartacus, I don't have a name, as I never got one. However, most people just call me Beard.
Beard.
With that being said, as long as you shoot straight with me, Oh, maybe. Hold on. Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you now. You
As
cut out
long
there
as-
for a second.
As long as you shoot straight with me, I'll shoot straight with you.
Fair. Assuming that's not like a threat about archery, sounds good.
Because neither of you are good at that. Or no, wait.
Sounds like Weird's perfect companionship then.
Fair enough, little man. Lead on.
Yeah, don't worry, Beard. We'll find you your forever home and get you that name, which is what I assume you want.
When it comes down to it, yes.
That touches me right in my gnomish heart.
I can tell.
Yeah. It's also customary. You know what? I'll wait till we're better acquainted. I was going to tell you so many heartfelt secrets about myself, but we have all the time in the world. It's the start of a beautiful relationship.
Yeah. At least buy me dinner first.
Thought I bought you a badly, whatever a gold piece buys, which I assume is a lot. It's gold. There's every other denomination.
Or a
Yes,
half orc.
Oh,
was
I've
a
lost
light
one gold
snack.
piece. Hold on.
Where did I? There it is. Oh, I need that one. Give me just 1 second. In terms of like meals and such,
Yeah.
a gold piece will get you it should get you a fair amount. I have a thing here.
Okay.
Eat all the cheeses you need, Beard.
So in terms of meals, so how it goes is, so if you have a squalid meal, which is like, bare bones, is 3 copper pieces.
Mhm.
A poor meal is 6 copper pieces. A modest meal is 3 silver pieces. A comfortable meal is 5 silver pieces, and a wealthy meal is 8 silver pieces. An aristocratic meal is 2 gold pieces.
Wow.
So,
So I've got him half of what like the king eats, assuming
Yeah.
we live not in a democracy or a republic or something.
yeah, like it's, but so basically, like when you think of like big, huge feasts, spread out on long tables in those types of situations. Like you will, yeah. So one gold piece will basically get you a wealthy meal, which is, you know, which is a good amount for a half orc.
Okay.
Okay, I don't know what orcs eat, Beard. I don't know if it's like human food or if it's just a diet of like fungi and moss or something. I don't know much about your species.
Well, generally we like things that taste good.
Okay, things that taste good.
At least I do. Like little gnome men.
Okay, well now that's recorded, so that's canon. The person eats food that tastes whatever.
Making a note of that.
Yeah.
That was said in jest. Let the record show.
Oh, I'm sure. Don't worry.
I'll just throughout the campaign, I'll throw these like little glances towards Spartacus and start licking my lips.
Yeah. I feel somehow even better about the partnership, assuming he's joking, but well, I don't know. I rolled a 10. Maybe I was tricked. Maybe that's what the 20 did.
How the tides have turned. He suddenly deceives you.
Yeah. I like one of those birds that feed on the alligator stuff, start picking food out in between his teeth. Probably not. I don't think I'm that small.
Yeah, exactly. You're not that small.
The day he snaps.
But you know, so Spartacus, you know that you are waiting around for a for this bounty to come your way. You know that you have a couple of days before then.
Right.
So
Let's play some pool while we wait.
yeah, like you could, you know, if you want to go out adventuring, the tavern is always a great place to start to look for rumors and stories, because tavern keepers hear it all. So Dexter is a Dexter.
Yes.
Dexter is a great place to look for those.
I say, Dexter, me and my new friend are looking for something to bond over. Do you have hear of anything just fantastic happening later we can go check out?
Just fantastic. Right, and he kind of starts to scratch his chin a little bit.
Beard's job.
You know, so he kind of goes deep into thought, and he says, "Well, for someone of your stature, right?" And he looks at Spartacus. He's like, "I hear that there are some rat issues, but I'm not sure if you'd be up for the task. You, on the other hand, would be more than enough." Looking at Beard, you, on the other hand, would look more than capable of taking out a few rats, I'm sure. And he anyway, so he tells you that basically just some of the residents on one part of town has been having these rat issues, and so, you know, they were. He says that they were in here just the other day, just complaining and belly aching about these rats and everything, and you know, maybe this would. And he says that maybe they might give you a couple of coin if you help them out.
Okay.
What do you think, Beardicus? Can I call you that?
Money is money.
I love it. You're so wise. All right. Where do we go to find these rats, Dexter?
Well, and he let me get this here.
And won't the others be jealous when they find out the cool adventures we have without them? We started killing some rats in a basement with sticks or something.
With sticks. Yes, absolutely. With sticks.
Won't be green with envy. Oh, and then I look at Beard, not sure if I've said something like orc racist because of green skin.
So basically,
I'll just stare at you.
so along this whole area here, you guys can see my screen, right?
Yes.
Okay. So basically along these are all houses. Right. And it's the people that are down in this area that are having this rat infestation. Right. So you guys are up here at the Green Dragon. So you would have to, that way. But anyway, so that's where it is, down in that area. So do you decide to go?
I'm all for it.
Awesome.
There's something you need to know about me, Beard, is that my friends would describe me of having a speed of only 25 feet per turn. So it might be faster if you carried me on your back, like some kind of sage.
Is this a legitimate thing?
That is a legitimate thing.
Yeah, so he actually does he is slower, right? So your speed, I
Okay.
believe, is 30 as a half orc.
Okay, I'm 7 feet tall, so I mean,
Yeah.
So
So,
it should be at least double the speed.
What
Going
that
height equals speed, which it probably doesn't. I don't know.
height equals speed. So basically just how it is what that represents is during your turn when you're in battle, in combat, everything is assumed that you do everything in basically 6-second intervals, right? Your turn takes 6 seconds to do, right? And that can be casting a spell, fighting someone, any of those things. It's assumed that it takes 6 seconds to do so, right? Everyone goes through their turn, everyone takes their 6 seconds, right, of that turn, and then we go to the next turn where everyone then takes their 6 seconds of that time frame. So basically what that says is you can walk, right? He can walk about 25 feet in those 6 seconds.
okay.
What does your speed say? It'll be up in the top, not the very top, but just below that, in the middle.
Is it middle? Oh, I don't have a speed stat.
You don't have a speed
It's
stat.
just blank.
Well, shoot. That's my fault then. Let me
Okay.
hurry and look up half orcs.
Okay, so it's clear. I know I've just taken in Beard, but I might need to still get him some of his shots and get him checked out, take him to a good vet.
Great.
All right, half orcs. Let's look. Half orc, your speed, so your base walking speed is 30 feet.
30 feet? Okay.
30 feet, yep. Is there anything else that's blank on there?
Like temporary hit points, attacks and spell casting. Treasure additional. No, that's
Yeah,
allies and organizations.
So just on that first one, that the on the first page, your let me think here. So your attacks and spell casting, that's just going to be based off of your weapons, and such. So
Okay.
we'll get to that. So that's not super vital, but yeah, that base walking speed was
30.
that one could come in handy, or could be important to know soon.
Okay, cool.
And the weapons we'll get to. What weapons do you have?
Longsword and shield.
Longsword and shield. Okay. Longsword and shield.
And a light crossbow.
And a light crossbow, and that's it? Okay.
Yes.
So that we can work with then. Cool. Okay. So anyway, so Spartacus, is your plan just to ride on everybody's back everywhere you go?
I'm just saying, like, if it doesn't hurt, maybe it's a good idea. Because last time everyone showed up and I was like 5 turns behind.
Okay.
I tell Beard this is very normal among gnome culture.
You
Do I
said
need to
it.
roll for deception again?
I'm tempted to.
You said this only takes effect in combat.
Yeah, for the most part.
Okay.
There may be some times when you're out of combat, when you're running or something, when it might be helpful. But basically, the assumption is, for the most part, that party members help each other if one's slower or something, right? They either
Okay.
slow down or they
In
help
that
them to
case,
speed up.
I grab Spartacus by the head and put him in my backpack.
I try and curl among the objects to not be a hassle.
Okay.
I assume like gnomes aren't famously weak-necked. Like my head doesn't just come off.
No, you should be fine. I'll
Okay.
allow it.
Great. I'm a wizard. I feel like it's magic. It's a magic neck spell.
There's a magic neck spell.
Yes.
So your assumption is that Beard cast some kind of a spell on you so that your head didn't just come right off.
I thought it was like maybe a leftover effect of some spell that had been cast on me
Oh,
through the years of being magic. But yeah,
wait.
maybe Beard's magic. I don't know much about the guy.
So anyway, so you guys head off to the houses.
Okay.
So there are, Dexter told you that there were in total 3 houses that were infested with rats. Something about the basement and whatnot, like he'd kind of tuned them out after a few minutes of them belly aching.
Is that relatable? I'm sorry.
So you come up on the first house, I assume is where you guys went.
Mhm.
Knock on the door, and a young man opens the door. He's maybe in his 20s. Right, he opens it, and he's a little perplexed because what he sees right up front is this half orc with this big mangly beard standing there, towering over him. This young man stands a little bit under 6 feet tall, but he looks up at this half orc and he's like, "Oh, well, how can I help you?"
Okay. I don't think there's anything nefarious going on here, Beard. But just in case there is, like I'm in your backpack, they don't know I'm there. Maybe we play it cool. We act like it's just you there. And
Okay.
then if trouble breaks out, I bust out of the backpack.
Yes. Sounds like a plan to me.
Okay.
So I tell this man that opens the door. I heard you needed some rat extermination.
And you're who they send?
Is there an
Those rats
issue?
don't stand a chance, I suppose. Yeah, they're down in the basement. We haven't gone down in a few weeks because we just don't want to try and deal with them. So if you could take care of that would be amazing.
I can. For a fee.
We don't have much. It's just my wife and I. But we could probably scrape together a few things. And I can go and talk to my neighbors as well. And if you wouldn't mind helping them as well, then we could maybe put together a few coin for you.
Should we wait and like see how much they're willing to raise first, or just get into it? What are you thinking, Beard? Because like if we get the whole neighborhood together on this, I think it's going to be a much bigger fee, a much bigger payday.
So are you just like, my quote unquote conscious at this point? Like you're talking to me from the backpack?
Yeah, it's almost like in a voice that you'd think a wizard that's like on the back of your head would have. I'm like, do it, Beard.
Okay.
Get the money. I have
Um,
strength enough for this.
I say personally, we kind of do a half and half. We help the first person and then see what they
Okay, so you're thinking like
do
word of
together.
mouth. They spread it to their neighbors. They're like,
Exactly.
I wouldn't have believed how dead these rats were. But I've seen my share of rats, and these ones are dead.
Precisely.
Okay, I like the plan.
So I guess yes, little man, show me where the rats are in your
Little
basement.
man was a term just for me. Now it's less special.
It's not so special.
Everybody is little.
All
I mean,
right.
he's 7 feet tall. Maybe not the dragonkin, but
So he takes so he leads you down the hallway, and to the right he opens up a door, and he says, well, this leads down to the basement. If you don't mind, I'd rather not go. And as he says that, you hear kind of this chittering and the scurry of paws coming from the stairway. So he says, if you don't mind, I will stay here.
okay. I kind of just ignore him and head down.
Okay,
Then-
good talking, Beard. You've got us in the house. Once we get down there, let me take care of these rats. I have something I think will do the trick. Something I haven't got the chance to tell you yet. It's part of the, wonder of starting a new relationship. You're about to learn some things about me.
Being mildly curious, that's fine. So I guess, I take you out of the backpack.
No, wait.
Oh,
Leave
yeah.
me half in the backpack in case
Half in the backpack.
in case someone comes in. I can still hide in there.
Okay.
Unzip it though. I need air.
That's fine.
The gnomes where I'm from need oxygen,
Mm.
unlike maybe some of the gnomes
Fair enough. So I unzip the backpack. And you come up. Show me what you've got.
Okay. Well, we're still walking down there. Jeremy, have we reached the bottom of the stairs?
Oh, wait. Okay, so we haven't reached the stairs?
Oh,
Yeah, so
Reached the bottom?
that's what I was just wondering. Sorry, I'm trying to possibly set up an encounter map here. There's
I don't know how this game is played.
No, you're good. Let's do this. We'll just make this a little bit easier here. I'm like, oh well, I'll just use my drawing thing and just do that there. And I'm like, this is not gonna work. And I'm trying to show you what the basement looks like a little bit.
Is it dark?
Yes, it is dark because they haven't been down there in a few weeks.
I think both of us can see in the dark.
Oh yeah, I have that.
You have dark vision, and then
Yeah.
do gnomes have dark vision?
I think they do, yeah.
So yeah, so you can both see just fine then. So it's a relatively small house. It's, I would say something.
Yeah, man, if this place is big, they're like, we can't afford to pay you much, but go into our mansionous basement.
Yeah.
There's-
Lower. There we go. We'll do that. Okay. Thank you guys for your patience.
Yeah, I spend the time walking down the stairs chatting to Beard, complimenting his beard.
So he has taken you out of the backpack now, correct?
I think I'm half out of the backpack. It's like a hermit crab thinking to get out, kind of like perching almost completely out of the backpack.
Okay. So yeah, so you whoops. Goodness. Haven't used this program in a while. So what I'm doing right now, I'll show you guys. So this is a website called Roll20.
Oh my gosh.
It's a website called Roll20, and it's what's called a virtual tabletop for your tabletop role-playing games, which D&D is. So what this does is it allows for instances like this where we are playing virtually. We can then see the map, and everyone will have their characters that they can move around and everything. And you guys would be able to join on as well and be able to move your characters around. But this is just a quick little thing. I will put down. I don't have necessarily stuff for you, but we will pretend like we do. Where is it? They're right there. So we'll say that is, there we go. All right, so we'll say that is Beard, and this is
Spartacus.
Yes, thank you.
Am I holding a lute?
Spartacus. Yeah, so that's so that's one of my characters.
Spartacus thinks lute or wonders if
it's a halfling.
You have to keep going.
A halfling bard. But that's also a dragonborn, so that's fine. It's whatever. Anyway, so you guys come down, and because you can see in the dark, you immediately see that there's just kind of like a sprinkling of barrels around, sacks of flour that have been torn open and spread everywhere. And you see these rats that are, and this is something that everyone neglected to mention, but these are giant rats. These are like dogs. I mean, these are like the size of a golden retriever type of a thing. So they're huge. And you see 3 of them in here, and then over here you see a hole where they've been coming in. So I'm gonna have you guys roll me a oh my gosh, initiative. There we go. I completely spaced that. So roll initiative. I'm assuming you guys are in like this order, right? I'm assuming that Beard is first and then Spartacus is second.
Beard, let me take care of this. I'll solve this problem in 5 seconds. Rolled a 14.
Okay. And you added your initiative bonus to that, right?
No. 17.
So Noah, along that top where that speed is, I believe in the middle is your initiative.
Yes. 13 in total.
13 in total. Okay, give me just a second here. I'm gonna hurry and change the music, because we are now hardcore into this. There we go. And if that's too loud, let me know.
Okay. So I go first?
So I'm gonna hurry and roll for the rats to see what order they go in. That seems awfully loud. That's a little bit better. Okay. Okay. Okay, so Spartacus, what did you get?
I got a 17.
A 17.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
These are big rats, but I think they're still vermin.
They are big rats. I mean, like realistically, one of them is about the size of you, Spartacus. Like in all legitness, that's about how big they are.
Good and great. Oh, sorry.
You're good. Do you need me to pause music or anything?
No.
Okay. So
Although now I can't see you guys. Can you see me?
Yes.
well, because I'm sharing my screen, you guys probably won't be able to see each other.
I
Oh, okay. Never mind. I'm back.
Oh, okay. Good. Yeah, we can still see you. And then Beard, you got a 13, right?
Yes.
What is your dexterity? Over on the left, your dexterity, what is?
Total number is 12 with a +1.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
Awesome. Okay. So there we go. Okay. So now Noah, what that did is that decided who goes first in the initiative order. Because everyone needs to have a turn. And so basically it's just whoever is the most reactive, whoever is most ready for the occasion is the one that goes first. And that includes their dexterity. Their dexterity modifier. So anyway, so first the first rat. Oh, I don't know why there's a third
Hang
one,
on there.
fourth one. I don't know where that one came from. Oh, okay. So anyway, so this is the first rat. Yeah, so we'll just keep in mind that that's the first rat. Actually, I could do this. Can I? No. Yeah, sort of. Anyway, first rat. This one's gonna go first. It's gonna come over and attack Beard.
Okay.
So there is your armor class, which is also at the top, Noah. The rats make a roll against your armor class, and if they hit, then they have beat that armor class. But I don't think they're going to, because in total they get this one got an 8. I'm assuming your armor class is higher than that.
I have a 16.
Yeah, okay, definitely then. Man. Okay, there we go. Like I said, I haven't used this in weeks or months even. So okay. So yeah, so he completely misses. And then Spartacus, you're up.
All right. Well, as a force gnome, I have the ability to talk to vermin. I don't even need to fight them. I'm gonna say, "Hey, all you rats, won't you listen to me? If you come with us, I will bring you all the cheeses and breads you could ever need."
Roll a persuasion check with disadvantage. And so what that means is you roll.
I specialize in talking to vermin. These are even bigger vermin. I feel like I should be better at talking to them than I am to people.
Well,
yeah, let's do
it. Yes, you can talk to vermin and such, but it's mostly through like a chittering and a chatting, right? So you can kind of convey simple terms.
So maybe I need to convey just big hug cheese.
Well, but even still, these are like, I mean, they're giant rats, right? They've basically made their nest. Anyway, so roll with disadvantage, which means you roll your d20 twice and you take the lower of the two. So if you got like a 15 and a 7, you would take the 7.
Okay. Okay, I got a 4.
Okay, yeah. So you're not able to persuade them in any way. So I'll still let you attack or something.
Can I try and persuade them again?
No, nope. You have failed in persuasion. And has anyone ever tried to persuade you to do something and they don't do it? And you're just like, well, now I'm just not going to listen.
I mean, I have experience doing that right now to you, but
It's true.
All right, fine. Let's see. Can I cast jump on one of the rats and try and throw it up in the air?
I believe it needs to be a willing creature that you cast jump on. And
I was
also throwing
I
it.
think we
doesn't
do
anything.
like a volleyball thing. I hit the rats up in the air and then Beer just spikes them. Okay. Then I cast Ray of Sickness on the closest rat.
Okay. Do you know what Ray of Sickness does?
No.
Now they have the plague.
Oh shoot, I've made them stronger.
It
Let us into a bloodbath. Maybe what I do is I should cast Ray of Sickness on Beard, wait for them to bite him, and then all the rats will get sick.
So remember that. So Ray of Sickness is a first level spell, which means that you use a spell slot.
Okay.
So what it says is, a ray of sickening greenish energy lashes out towards a creature within range. You make a ranged spell attack against the target, and on a hit, the target takes 2d8 poison damage and must make a Constitution saving throw. On a failed save, it also is poisoned until the end of your next turn.
Okay.
So do you still want to do that?
Yeah, why not? But if range doesn't matter because they're all in range, I'll do it on one of the further rats.
Okay, which one would you like to do, number 2 or 3?
Say 3.
Okay. So on your spell sheet, along the top, there should be a spell attack bonus.
I do not have a spell attack bonus.
It's not in there.
Nope.
So then yours is, I believe, intelligence is what your wizard stuff is based out of.
Okay, I have 23 intelligence.
You have a 23 intelligence?
Oh, sorry, I have 19 and then plus 4.
Oh, okay. Because I'm like, it's not possible to have a 23. You can have
Jeez.
basically up to a 20. So a 19, so you have a plus 4. Okay, so you take that plus 4, and then you add it with your proficiency bonus, which is a plus 2 right now. So you have a plus 6 to attack with spells. So write that in your spell attack bonus, write a plus 6.
Okay.
So now go ahead and roll your d20 and then add 6 to it.
Okay, roll d20. Okay, I got I think I have a 9. Does the 9 have the dot near the bottom?
Yeah, so the 9 and the 6, the dot is on the bottom. So if you rolled a 9 and then you add 6 to it, you get a 15.
Okay, so I got a 9.
Okay, perfect. Like a 9 in total, or did you get a 15?
Oh, sorry, 9 and then plus 6 is 15.
Okay. Yeah, so then you do hit that. So roll 2 d8s now.
Okay. D8s. Okay. So 2 and a 5.
So 2 and a 5, so you do 7 damage in total.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, so you reach out your hand and mutter the incantation, and this green energy just starts emitting from your hand. And Beard, you see, just basically as you're knocking off this rat that tries to attack you, you see this green energy come and lash out at this one rat, killing it instantly.
So you stick with me, Beard. You'll get to eat as many dead rats as you want.
So that was rat 3, which is dead. So rat 2 is going to go real quick. Where did they go? There we go. Yeah, so it's gonna go about as far as it can to get to you, and then it's going to attack. It's also going to attack Beard. Well, no, actually, it's going to attack.
I don't think they can reach Spartacus because, I mean, he's 7 feet up in the air right now.
Is he still on your back?
Yeah.
Whoa. Well then.
Yeah, just shove that image.
They might be able to jump on your back and get him then. I'd have to look back at the jump rules again. Is it 182? Am I remembering right?
What is wrong with Beard that he tastes bad enough that they're going for delicious?
Well, you just killed one of them. Oh my gosh, I was right. I can't believe I still remember what the thing was from last time we looked at jump. Page 182. I can't believe I remember that.
Maybe I should have used disguise self and disguise myself as one of the rats.
High jump. Equal to 3 plus your strength modifier. Oh, dang it. Never mind. They can only jump 1 foot in the air.
Haha.
Right. I read that right. Yeah. So, okay. So no, they cannot reach you. So this one's going to attack Beard then. He rolls a natural 1. Beard, oof. I will let you have what's called an attack of opportunity, which lets you attack outside of your turn.
Okay.
So go ahead and attack that rat real quick.
Do I roll my D10 then? Yeah.
So that's an excellent question. So when you're attacking, you typically make 2 rolls when you attack. The first roll you make with your D20 because you are seeing if you hit or not.
Okay.
So basically it's just kind of deciding a yes or no. And then the second roll is how much damage you do if you hit. So go ahead and roll your D20.
First one is a 13.
So you rolled a 13
modifier
without adding a modifier. So you're using. So do you have your shield out?
No, I'm longsword 2 hands.
Longsword 2 hands. Okay. So you're going to use your strength modifier, and you are proficient with it. So add your strength to it. So your strength modifier, which is the plus
5. So 18 total.
What's your strength again?
20 with a plus 5 modifier.
With a plus 5. Okay. And then you also add your proficiency bonus, which is just above your saving throws along the left.
Plus 2, so 20.
Yeah. So that means that you add 7 every time you use your longsword. You add 7 to the attack roll. So under that attacks and spells, in the long box where it says weapon, write longsword. And then you'll put under, I think there's an attack bonus is the next box over to it.
Okay.
Right there, you're going to do a plus 7.
Okay.
And then we're just about to do the next step. So you're going to, because you're using 2 hands, you use a D10.
Which one is a D10?
So you kind of actually technically have 2 of them. So a D10 looks like,
okay.
Looks like that, right? Kind of like that little disc type one.
Okay.
And then there's also the percentile dice, which also has 10 sides. But if you can see, it's got, double-digit numbers on it.
Yeah.
And so when you roll them together, you can roll all the way from a 1 to 100. And so together they make a D100.
Okay.
So anyway, so that's a D10. You roll your D10, and then you're actually going to add your strength modifier to it as well once you roll that.
I got either a 9 or a 6 on my D10. It has the line with the open-ended part. I don't know if that's...
Is it on the bottom or top of the number?
It's
Yes.
on the
So the
bottom.
The line's going to be on the bottom
Yes.
of whatever it is. So if you orientate it, then it's...
Okay. Then it's a 9.
Oh, goodness.
So
And then
a
you
9
add... And then you
plus
add...
7.
Then you just add just your strength modifier.
Oh, okay.
Because that's how hard you're hitting. So add your 5 to it. So you do 14 damage in total.
Yeah.
Which is exactly double how many hit points it has. So you cleave that thing straight in half, and I mean just completely mangled it right down the middle.
Wait, can Beard choose not to mangle it if we have a plan for these dead rats?
We still have one left.
Yeah, there's still one alive.
I'm just saying, I think we want as many dead rats as we can get when this is over.
So yes, and I mean, like, it's still recognizable as a rat. He just cleaves it in half. And the answer is yes. When dealing a killing blow, this has to be melee. When you're dealing a killing blow, you can decide to do non-lethal damage and knock them out instead. That, like I said, only works with melee, whether you're punching them or hitting them with a sword or something. You can choose to do non-lethal damage. When it's long range stuff, all your long range stuff is meant to be lethal, so it's a lot harder to do that. So that's something that you can do. Okay, so now Beard, it's actually your turn. So
Beard, I think we should take one of these rats alive, see if you can wrestle him down, and then let me try and use rudimentary things to try and find out what we can about these rats.
Okay.
We'll find out why they're doing this.
I attempt to subdue the rat.
okay.
Really wrestle with this.
So let me ask, do you want to knock it out, or do you want to just like restrain it, like basically wrestle it and hold it down?
Knock it out.
Okay, so go ahead and roll an attack roll then.
Okay. Okay, 20 again.
A natural 20?
Not natural 20, but in total 13 plus the 7.
Okay, so natural 20s when attacking are a lot of fun. But we'll get to that when we can. Yeah, so that's definitely gonna hit. So go ahead and roll damage. Again, because you want to do non-lethal damage, you won't kill it, but you'll just knock it out instead.
It's a 0 plus 5, so that's either 15 or just 5.
Yeah, so when you're rolling just that by itself, that equals the 10.
Okay.
So you just did 15 damage. Holy crap. So basically you take your longsword and you kind of turn it ever so slightly so that when you hit the rat, you don't hit it with the sharp edge, but with the blunt edge. So you just come and smack it, and you smack it so hard that you actually just smack it straight back, and it bounces off the back wall, and it's completely unconscious right now.
Let's tie him up. We'll get him to talk.
Gets the rat to talk.
I mean, he can do it with very basic sentences.
Yeah, and I mean, like, yeah. But like I said, it's very, very basic ideas. It's nothing extravagant by any means.
Okay. Tell you what, do you have an adventurer's rope or whatever it's called? Adventurer's pack?
Yeah, there's a bunch of packs that all have rope on them.
I have
Okay.
explorers.
You tie up that rat. I'll collect these rat bodies because I have a plan. We know there's this hole, and we know these rats are about the size of me. So if we can find out from this one rat where that hole leads and what's down there, we can skin one of these dead rats and make a rat costume out of it. I can go down that hole disguised as a rat, and we can find their base of operations. But first, we probably got to show these rats to the homeowners and be like, everyone, get out of your houses. These rats are golden retriever sized. And I think that should also give us some more payday at the end of the day, too.
Okay.
And then we find out from the one living rat why they're here. And
How much information do you think you can actually understand with this? Because it's mostly like you can basically communicate like directions, maybe some locations, but like you're not going to get names, or you're not going to get, it's not like having an actual conversation.
I'm assuming that I can get as much out of these as any Disney princess does with her animal sidekick.
Then you would be wrong.
Okay. I'm assuming I can get this rat on our side. I can turn him.
So I
Give me
guess
5 minutes alone with him.
I use my hempen rope. I have 50 feet of it. Wow.
Yeah.
Yes, you can tie him up a lot.
And I tie up the rat. And I make sure that there's no rope next to the mouth.
Nice.
That's a good.
Good thinking, Beard.
Do you want to roll a survival check for me real quick?
Yes, how do I do that?
So take your D20. Along the left side of your page, you'll see the skills. And in there is survival. You'll roll your D20 and then add whatever is under your survival.
It's 13 total. I have no modifier.
Okay.
Yo.
So it's not the best work that you've ever done, but you think for a rat, it should be more than enough to hold it.
Okay.
Okay. So let's get these dead rats and this still living rat up the stairs to show the people and be like, oh, we got these rats. And hopefully the living rat is like ferocious enough that people are like, whoa, I don't want that in my house. And then we come back down here, go down this hole and see where these rats are coming from.
So you realize that that rat is very unconscious. I mean, he kicked it 30 feet, or basically he smacked it 30 feet backwards, slamming it into the back wall and then leaving it there. Like it's basically on the verge of death, but it's also unconscious.
If we throw some water at it, like in its face, will it wake up?
That's a good question. You could try.
Okay, we go upstairs.
Not now.
Well,
Not now.
we're conferring with Beard here. Beard, are you all for collecting these dead rats and this living rat and taking them upstairs to show people?
Yes, I am. Are you going to remain in the backpack?
Maybe it's time to come out. Or come out to help you carry these rats.
Okay. You can take half of one and I'll take the rest.
Okay, that sounds good. So like you're carrying 3 rats and I'm carrying half of one of those 3 rats. Because you cleaved it in half.
Yeah. I mean, you're 3 feet tall, right? So
Yeah. I guess with you still.
I mean, unless you have a spell that'll, make them go up the stairs. Are you a necromancer? That'd be pretty chill.
No, I'm just
Make them march up the stairs.
I got a mage hand. Can a mage hand carry a rat?
I don't know.
Mage hand would not be able to carry a rat. It can carry up to 10 pounds. And the rat probably weighs about 30-40 pounds. So even half of it would be more than 10 pounds still.
Okay, looks like you're gonna have to carry these rats.
Okay.
Cheer you on. I play calming music.
Where are you really are just playing a bard. I hope you understand that.
I don't know what a bard is.
So
Spartacus
a bard
wonders
is,
if mayonnaise is an instrument.
I mean, a bard is so they're basically musician, storyteller, right? They thrive on social interactions, basically. They could be singers and dancers, or musicians play the flute, but they tell stories, and they actually get their magical abilities through the stories and music that they create.
Yeah.
So, and just like in the way that you're acting and everything, I'm just like, it's a bard. It's a bard that's a wizard. So this is great. Yeah, it's dangerous, is what it is. So anyway,
Can't put baby in a corner.
so anyway, so you guys take these dead rats and this one unconscious rat upstairs. Is that what's happening?
Yep.
Okay. You come up the stairs. Right, and I mean, there's no one there to necessarily greet you.
Was this a trick? The rats killed the people while we were dealing with the other rats. Civil fate.
So yeah, you know, so do you say anything, do anything? Right now you're just standing at the top of the stairs.
Okay, so there's no one that. So okay, we keep looking around for the homeowners.
So I mean, you find them just back in one corner. The wife is tending to her baby. The husband is sitting there, and they both you know, and the woman looks up first. She sees you and these mangled bodies and everything, and screams, causing the man to jump and startle. And he looks where she's looking, and he jumps up from his seat, and he says, what in the world happened? What are you doing with those out here?
You're the
You
talker.
can't explain your plan.
Also, who's this motioning to Spartacus? Saying, like, one of you went down.
So I'm from the home office. We knew we had a problem. Too many rats for one person.
I just kind of stammer, like trying to explain that, you know, Spartacus was in my backpack.
No, don't tell him.
Don't well, little man back in bag rats, you know, just nothing is coming across, and you know the woman is still screaming and frantic, and this is a great opportunity to I don't know what this is a great opportunity for. Please go on.
All right, I say exactly. That's exactly what we thought too. There's maybe thousands of these things down there. We don't know. It looks like you got the beginning of a rat nest. There's a hole in your basement. It could lead to millions of rats for all we know. We need you to gather all your neighbors, get them out right now. They need to see these rats and understand that these things are living in their basement. They're not safe in their houses.
Do you want to roll a deception check for me?
Deception check?
You're basically like to them, like, there are millions of these down there, and I'm like, oh yeah,
hundreds. I say hundreds. Okay. 17 plus 17 plus 2, 19.
well, fetch. All right. You know, the woman is the first one to speak, right? The man is, I mean, just in pure shock. She's like, well, you heard them. Go tell the neighbors. There could be hundreds of these down there. Go,
Oh,
right? And
so we don't have to stick with millions now.
right, and he runs off, sprinting out the front door, looking to go and get his neighbors. And so, you know, a few moments later, you have, you know, a couple of other families coming in through the door and screaming, right? Wives are fainting, and you know, one person does indeed throw up at the sight of the dead rats. What do you do?
Okay, I say we don't need to let this destroy us as a community. We have a plan to get rid of these rats, but we're going to need your help and compensation to get the supplies necessary to get rid of, as we've agreed and already rolled for, hundreds of rats. So here's the first thing I need. I need a glass of water. Beard, what do you need? Any sandwiches or?
Crisp high five, and
All right.
then lifelong.
Someone get that man a
servitude.
crisp high five.
A crisp high five. And one of the gentlemen kind of puts up his hand, and he puts it
better
up a
be
little bit
crisp.
higher than he's typically used to, in
Right,
order to
about
kind of
break this
match your
man's
height. You what?
Am I about to break this man's arm?
I don't know. If you want to, you can roll for
How
it.
crisp is this high five?
No. I don't know because I'm
Like
a little
Beard,
bit
no matter
muscly.
what, at the end of the day, we're heroes for getting rid of these rats. And yeah, you can break a few people's arms to do so, but I just don't want to spoil the heroic moment we're having when you snap this man's arm off at 90 degrees. And then we have to try and lie and be like, that's rats in your water. That's weak bones. That's what it leads to.
No, we're good. I give the crisp man or the man a crisp high five and just ask for money because who doesn't love money?
Roll a d20 to see how crisp the high five is. You're not going to break his arm, but just I want to see how crisp it is.
It's
Better be
17
crisp, or
plus my strength, I would guess.
Yeah,
I think it's
yeah.
pure crisp.
22.
So 22, a 22 high five.
I mean that's more than a critical success. So
Yeah.
Hold on just a second. I think my dog just pooped inside. Hold on.
Oh, okay.
Crisp.
It's
Well, Beard, I feel like this is going very well.
yes.
First, we've gotten the whole town on our side about these rats, and they're going to be spreading the word. We're heroes.
Exactly. It's gonna bring in
Second,
business.
this is going to be the crispiest high five of your life.
Yes. I'm
It could not
hoping.
have got better.
I'm hoping, when our hands come together, it just cracks like a whip and the entire room falls silent and they're like, holy crap. These people are amazing. Take everything I own.
I think it's going to go that way. I
Yeah.
have not enough good things to say about how well this is going.
Out of curiosity, while we have a moment, what are your stats? Or am I allowed to know this?
I don't know, probably. Hypothetically, I have strength 10, dexterity 16 plus 3, constitution 14 plus 2, intelligence 19 plus 4, wisdom 12 plus 1, and charisma plus 2.
Okay.
I've got wizard powers.
Yes.
And as we've established, can talk to vermin.
Yes, you can. In broken sentences.
Yeah.
Okay, so strength 10, was it dexterity 16 plus 3?
Yeah, 16 plus 3 dexterity. Your character doesn't eat other character stats, does it? Beard's not a eater of
No.
gnomish ability.
No. I mean, yeah, no.
Oh, good.
Okay. I missed your constitution and wisdom.
Constitution 14 plus 2.
14 plus 2. Okay. Two.
Jeremy's backpack looks like a cyclops.
Is that his backpack? That looked like a guitar case or something.
Oh yeah, sorry, I mean guitar. Yeah, sorry, it's like a guitar in a bag. So I was thinking.
We're golden. Have you played D&D before?
Never.
Never? Okay. I was gonna be like, yo, you 100% have played D&D before.
No, I played one game before. I played that game with Jeremy and Taylor and Logan.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was when something was on fire.
Cool. Yeah, I'm kind of just sitting here like I have no idea what I'm doing.
Yeah.
Let's make it up as we go along.
Well, I think that's the game, so I think that's fine.
Cool.
All I know is we're about to interrogate the heck out of this rat.
Yeah, we are.
I'm thinking we do like some good cop, bad cop.
Okay.
I don't know which of us is probably the bad cop. Probably you.
I mean, yeah, I can stand there and look menacing.
Yeah. So don't be afraid to like, flip out. Just don't kill the rat. We need him alive
Okay.
for now. I'm thinking if we keep him tied up, he can be the new he can basically join the party. Who knows what kind of good will come from having a 4-foot rat near where we sleep.
I don't know. Yeah, it'll just be your pet or something.
Yeah, well, it's your pet, Beard. You've earned it. Consider it a
pet.
bonus.
I can't talk to it.
No, you can't. But maybe you can still find love. Couples have gotten past that. When like a deaf person marries a hearing person and they don't speak sign language.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll just point at things and it'll look at me confused.
Yeah. Actually that's a bad example because it's not like bad. It's more like you speak a different language.
So wait, does every race speak common?
I think every race speaks common. Every race except this rat. I don't know why he thinks he's so high and mighty. I speak Gnomish and I speak Common. So tell me some of your backstory, Beard. What brings
backstory?
you? Yeah.
Okay. Well, when I was a wee little babby, my tribe of orcs, they were kind of slaughtered, killed out. I don't, I was the sole survivor. And then some, really pompous high elves found me one day. They were like, hey, this is a little baby orc. You know what we could do? We can raise this dude and sell him for money. Let's turn him into something mean.
All right. Sorry about that.
You're golden. And so
you're just sharing a moment.
I am. I'm sharing a moment.
Oh, I'm scared.
And so, my entire life that I've known, I've just been this indentured slave-esque type thing. I mean, I was treated fair. Don't get me wrong. But I mean, they literally just trained me to sell me off.
Wow.
And eventually that day came, but I wasn't happy, so I left.
Makes sense. We know you're half orc. I don't know if we ever established what the other half is. It's probably not rat. But that would sure come in handy right now.
It's assumed that it's human. Well, it is human, I should say.
But anyway,
don't worry, we'll get you your half human father, which I assume is something else you want. We'll find him for you if he's still out there.
Cool. So you're just asking the people for money now, right?
Yes.
Is where we're at.
We need some help dealing with this and all your help. And he was giving a 22 high five.
Yes.
Really
yes,
quick.
That's right. He was in the middle of, I mean, that is probably one of the crispest high fives you've ever had. You can't think of one in recent time when you have had a better high five.
I know you said that one of the men was busy being sick, but I assume a stunned silence falls over the room.
Yeah, like you know when you hear a solid high five, right? You can hear it from like across the room or something. And you just think to yourself, that was a good high five, right? Everyone has that thought. Everyone just kind of stops and like, wow, all right. And the guy that had just thrown up you know, he kind of looks up. He's very green in the face, and he, and goes back to heaving.
Yeah.
So, yeah. So anyway, so what do you guys do now?
Okay.
Have we received money? What's
They say that they're, everyone has to go back to their house to gather what they can. And they'll, so like, if you wanted to wait, they would have to go do that, or you could go and take care of the thing while they put together their.
So they're leaving to get the money. I say, take what you can and bring it back here. No one travel alone. You're likely to get set upon by rats. Like, this is really a big deal. So they're doing that, and I say, me and my companion here, we need a moment to interrogate this rat. Did anyone bring me that glass of water?
Yeah. Just before the high five, you were handed a cup of water.
Okay. I say, anyone with a weak constitution, leave the room. You might not like what you see.
The guy that's been heaving has already had, before you even finish, you get to weak constitution, he's running out.
Okay. Well, Beard, we agreed upon how we do this, but I'll get started. I use Mage Hand to throw a glass of water in the rat's face.
Okay. Whoop.
Is it dying?
It does not wake up.
Don't die on us.
No, it's still alive and still breathing. It's just not awake.
Okay, it's giving us a cold shoulder. I've seen this before.
Because you're a expert in the.
It's clearly laid out. I
interrogation field.
talked to vermin. I'm assuming I'm very experienced.
Well, we're right next to the waterfront, aren't we?
You're relatively close.
What if we just took the rat and, low key, quote unquote, waterboarded him for a second to get him to wake up?
So you're saying we dunk the rat's head in the water and take him out?
Yes.
Shake him?
Yes.
Okay.
I don't know. What do you think, Spartacus?
It's beyond my moral sensibilities, but I understand it probably needs to be done.
Your moral. All right.
Beard, I'll stand behind you if this is what you want to do. I trust you.
I just want to get the rat awake so we can go make some more money.
Okay.
So I guess carry the unconscious rat to the stream or the water that's nearby. And we attempt to dunk the rat's head.
Wow. So I rolled with advantage, and I rolled a 20 and I rolled a 1.
Wow.
That usually never, actually, that's very rare that happens. So yeah, I mean, you how does it play out? So it wakes up. So how does this play out, Noah?
So the rat wakes up.
Mm-hmm.
Well, the
describe
rat...
like what happens. Like, does it fight back and you resist it, right? Do you break one of its legs? Like it's completely up to you, because a natural 20. I'll let you do whatever you want.
The rat wakes up. It doesn't know where it is. Of course, it can't move very well, so it's just squirming and struggling and gnashing it. Just the whatever's around. As horrified onlookers are like, what is happening? While I attempt to restrain it. So,
well, you were restrained.
I guess. Well, I mean, it's squirming, right? So,
yeah, it's definitely squirming, but you can do so.
Remember, Beard, good cop, bad cop.
Okay. Well, I look at you and expect you to start talking and interrogating.
Okay, I say, I'm so sorry. I can't control him when he gets this way.
I really feel like you're way overplaying what you can do with this, Because so basically you make a series of chirping and chittering noises, right? Like right, and and so basically you think that that's what you're saying. Um,
I look at Beard, I say, he knows exactly what he's communicating everything so clear.
Yeah, make an insight check on the rat.
Okay. Oh, do I roll a 20?
Yes.
2.
2. For all you know, this rat understands you perfectly as if you were speaking English.
Yeah, I say, great. He's given us everything we need to know. Put him in the bag. We'll deal with him later.
Okay. I just do I roll a perception check to see if he's completely bullcrapping me, or do I just throw him in the bag?
If you want to roll an insight check, that's what that would be.
Okay. 15 plus nothing, so 15.
15. Spartacus, do you want to roll a deception check?
No,
That's what-
he can be in on it. I share everything with Beard.
Okay. So is this more of an act
Well,
for the
so-
onlookers?
So for all that you can tell, you think that Spartacus is being 100% genuine. Like he truly does think that he has gotten everything he needs out of this rat. You know, the location, the names of all those who are in charge, you know, social security numbers of all the rats. Like he's got everything. This rat is squealing both literally and metaphorically. So yeah, so that's like you think he's being genuine. He's not trying to deceive you in any way. Like he is 100% genuine.
Then I throw the rat in the bag and say, "Where to?"
Okay, fantastic. I assume there's like some onlookers. So even though I'm short, I try and take Beard by the shoulder or as high as I can get and lead him back inside and say, Beard, I understand you had to do some things today. And it's a side of you that I don't like to see often, but I'm glad it's on my side.
And where you can reach is probably like the
Right at
bottom
Kosh.
of his rib cage, maybe around his belly button area.
I'm
so-
glad. Okay, I give his belly button a comforting rub, as if to be like, I'm on your side.
All right. Yeah, and there are a couple of people who are watching, right? A few kids. But yeah, so where do you go?
Okay, so I guess we address the gathered townspeople and we say, we're going back under, and we're going to rid this town of this infestation once and for all. If we don't come back, just know that we died as heroes.
All right. So you head back down. Do you go into the first house? Do you go into another house?
Oh, I kind of figured they're all connected, but I guess I could be way wrong.
That is
what do you wanna
completely
do,
up to
Jake?
you. Like you decide how do you approach it? Like I said, do you go into the original house that you went in before? Do you go into other houses?
Yeah. Well, honestly, I would love to form like that rat costume and get down that hole. But like, I just don't know if we have the time, and I don't have a proficiency in animal sewing. Beard, you don't have anything like that, right?
Is that even a thing? What would it be under?
What would that be?
Proficiency with what?
Like to sew these dead rats into a rat costume to trick the other rats' like sense of smell. Like, I think we just don't have time. maybe another day.
That is completely up to you guys. Do you want to make a rat costume?
What would the
Um,
modifier be that would help us?
This
Yeah.
is an excellent question. I've never had anyone ask to make a rat suit before.
Beard, we're on a team. Like, I think it's a good idea, but I want to hear what you think.
Well, I agree with you, you know, but where I'm thinking is I want to let you go down the hole. I probably wouldn't fit. I'm a 7 foot tall orc, very burly, a lot of muscles.
Uh-huh.
So I was thinking maybe while you do that, I could clean up the other houses or something of that sort.
That sounds so. We split up.
Yeah, but then again, at the same time, if you run into trouble and you try and run out of there, I'll need to be
He
there
hears
to back
something
you
coming
up.
down the tunnel and swings at it as soon as it comes out. Oh, that was your wizard companion. So I would say it's either an animal handling check or a survival check. I'll let you guys decide which one you would want to use to try and sew a rat suit.
So I
no
have a
modifiers.
1 in animal handling and a 1 in survival. How are you doing in those?
I have no modifiers
In either of those?
in either of those.
Oh, nice.
You're also 1.
I guess. I mean, no modifiers. No modifiers. So.
Maybe we shelve the rat idea for now. The costume.
Okay.
How big was that hole again?
It was probably about 5 feet wide, 5 feet tall, just to make things easy.
Okay.
So like,
Okay, so
you
maybe
know.
we can both.
Maybe
so
we
like
could-
Spartacus could walk, Beard would have to either slunk down a lot or get on like his hands and knees.
I mean, I do have a +7 in athletics and +3 in acrobatics. I could be a contortionist of some sort if we wanted to.
Sounds good to me.
So that is completely up to you how you guys want to go about it.
Okay. Yeah, I say we go check out that hole.
Let's do it.
Okay. And the townspeople know to wait here where it's safe in numbers.
Yes.
Okay. Let's do it. We point to the dead rats and we say, leave those here.
You know, the man says with pleasure.
All right. So we go into the basement.
So you go into the original basement then, yes?
Yes.
Okay. So yeah, so you head down, you know, and it's how you left it.
Mhm.
It's got, you know, blood splatter and whatnot. But yeah, and then you see the hole there on the other side of the room. What do you do?
Okay. I say we go down it. What do you think, Beer?
Yes. If I can fit. Will I need to roll anything?
No, like I said, you can either just bend over or you can get on like your hands and knees and crawl through. But it is big enough that if you wanted to just like do some crouching type stuff, you'd be fine.
Yeah, I'll get on my hands and knees and follow Spartacus, as he's able to move around easily, in which I am not.
I second Beard's thing. I'll lead the way.
Okay.
So I have under cantrips firebolt. So that means I can just shoot as many of those as I want, right?
I mean, yes, it takes you about 6 seconds each time you cast it.
Okay.
So let me double check that I have that right. I think so, but you said firebolt. So you hurl a mote of fire at a creature and object within range. Make a ranged spell attack against target on a hit, flammable object. Okay. Yeah, so it takes you about but you can, I mean, basically it's just kind of like, I mean, yeah, but basically you can hurl this thing 120 feet in a straight line.
Mhm.
And then, it takes, like I said, it takes you about 6 seconds to say the incantation and everything in order to, so you can do it about every 6 seconds, I guess is what I'm saying.
Okay, so I'm not going to shoot a fireball down here willy nilly in case we hit a gas line or the rats have a hostage or something. but I have it at the ready just in case.
Okay. At the ready. All right.
Yeah. So that's how far down does this hole take us?
So it's not so much that it takes you down. The basements are already underground. So really you're just kind of traveling on the same plane. You just it just kind of takes you back a little ways, and then it kind of starts to wind and weave and everything.
$20 says I get eaten by a big rat and you think I'm dead, and then I punch my way out of it at the end of the adventure.
But yeah, so I mean, you travel and you follow it for probably 10, 15, 20 minutes. Can I have the both of you roll perception checks for me?
Yes, D20.
Yep.
Wait, D20 is it?
Yes.
What kind of like homeowners are these that they didn't notice rats drilling a path that takes 20 feet to walk or 20 minutes to walk through?
I got an
Rolled a
18,
one.
and I don't have a modifier.
You got a what, Michael?
A 1.
A 1. You're singing a little jaunty to yourself. You're just having a good old time.
Hero song.
You're having a great time, right? Because you got bored while sitting there traveling, so you just started singing, and you Beard hear a little scuttering and scurrying, kind of like you heard when you first entered the first house. It's the very, very similar sounds, but you actually start to see a little bit of, not necessarily light. You guys both have dark vision, but you can tell that up ahead it kind of opens up a little bit more. So what do you do?
Well, I say we investigate. I mean, I don't know if you were paying attention, Spartacus, but I mean, I have heard some scurrying and some chittering.
You
I
sure it
don't
wasn't
know.
me scurrying and tittering?
No, you were singing.
Okay. Yeah,
You were in your
you
own
sound like you
world.
know what you're talking about. Let's go with your idea.
Well, I want to get your opinion. Do you think there will be anything worthwhile in this rat nest? If it even is a nest?
Well, I mean, it depends. Do you find the idea of rats worthwhile? Because I think we're gonna find rats in this rat nest. If it's like most rat nests I've seen, like it's good odds.
Yes. I
So-
begin questioning why I'm down here.
Money.
I say we keep going. Let's go to the end of this rat nest. See these. Put a stop to rats. Maybe we can establish you some kind of rat king. I don't think I speak rat that well.
Okay.
But we'll see. Maybe there's a hierarchy if you can hit the biggest rat.
Yes.
See how the others feel.
Okay. And then we can control legions of rats.
Yeah. We've already got one. One's a start.
Yes. Let's do it.
Okay.
Let's go ahead and move forward.
All right. Yeah, so as you start getting closer, you, oh my goodness, let me just,
What are we doing down here?
I really thought like there'd be a source of rats, unless these rats were just like an anomaly. But you said you heard some chittering, so I assume there's more. Like you said, it gets lighter. Is it leading us outside?
It's well, so as you start getting closer, you realize that so the tunnel continues straight, but just off to the left, there's like some kind of an opening, and that's kind of where the more of light is coming from. So it's however you want to go about it.
Okay, let's go to the light.
Yeah, let's investigate.
Rats had to come from somewhere.
So as you come out, you realize that it's another room, or it's the basement of another house. Okay, you can see my screen. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Awesome. So this basement is kind of like the it looks like it's kind of a office type of a deal, right?
Mhm.
Bookcase, but books have been strewn all over from the bookcase. The rats have torn them apart and ripped up the pages and stuff. There's kind of like, a small bed that a nest has made for it, or a rat has made for itself.
Old roommate.
So roll initiative. I'm going to let you guys, because you came out first, right? And the rats weren't expecting you or anything. I'm going to give what's called a surprise round, and what that is you guys will attack first, outside of initiative order, and then once you guys are done, then we will go back into initiative order. But basically, you get the drop on them, so you get to attack first.
Okay, I rolled a 20.
A natural 20,
Okay, no.
or a total 20.
Natural 20.
Okay, what's your total initiative?
23.
Okay, yeah. So initiative is one of those ones that doesn't go off of natural 20s or anything.
Uh-huh.
Let me just a second here to get this set up. Oof. Oofta, 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 oofta.
If I start fire bolting this house, is this whole thing gonna go up in like flames?
I'll have you roll a perception check here in just a second.
This is where the gas line was. Man, it really would have been tempting to try and like solve this diplomatically by dressing ourselves up as rats. But like, shoot, they're just like, there wasn't time.
So
We'd woken up and known we were going to do this. Could have
okay,
commissioned
so Noah, what did you roll?
12 plus 1 is 13.
Is a 13?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. So so you guys have a surprise round. So like I said, you guys can attack first. So Spartacus, you go ahead and go first. Do you want to roll a perception check real quick on the flammability of the house?
Sure. 14 plus 1, 13.
Wait, 14 plus 1 for a 13?
Oh yeah, I did do 14. Okay, 14 plus 1, 15.
Okay. So you look around. You look around the basement. You see the rats. You see the books. You notice that everything is made out of wood, right? Wooden stairs. The walls are all, some kind of a finished wood. Obviously books, bookcases, all the furniture. Just basically you're in a wood room. So you think to yourself that it might not be the best idea to do a whole bunch of fire stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But that is completely up to you. Do you want to roll to attack?
Yeah, let's see. Basically, I have Shocking Grasp and I have Firebolt. And if those don't work, I'm going to get eaten by rats. So, oh, it says I have a Quarterstaff. But do I really want to use that over Shocking Grasp? You said this was a surprise. Maybe I run up to the nearest rat and I just Shocking Grasp him.
Okay. What am I doing? I can look this up over here. So Shocking Grasp. So oh yeah, touch. So yes, you do need to touch them, and then you'll do make a melee spell attack. Okay. So yes, you want to run up to what, this rat here?
Yeah, let's run up to that rat.
Okay. Go ahead and roll a spell attack using your spell attack bonus.
Okay, and so what I roll an 8? I roll a D8.
No, roll your D20 first because you're rolling to see if you hit.
17
17 and add
plus
your
6.
plus 6, so a 23.
Yep.
Yeah, no, that definitely hits. So now you roll a D8 and we'll see the damage.
3. Do I add the spell attack bonus?
No, that is on just when you're attacking.
Okay.
But you do 3 points of damage to it.
Okay, I grab the rat by the tail and I just shock the heck out of him.
Right, and it squeals and jumps at the shock of it, pun intended. All right, so Beard, it's your turn.
Yes. Okay. How far away is Rat 2?
Rat 2 is 35. Well, from where you would go, 30 feet.
Okay. So I couldn't quite hit him.
No, you could hit him.
I could hit him. Okay.
Yep. Now, the one thing to keep in mind, and I haven't told you this yet, so when you are, so right now, so for example, Spartacus is within melee range of the rat.
Okay.
So if he wanted to leave it, he would then provoke an opportunity of attack like you had before, where the rat can then attack outside of its turn, because what the idea behind it is you basically turn tail and run, and you drop your defenses, leaving open for your enemy to attack you. So
Okay.
if you were to run over to that rat, you would then enter and leave this rat's area of attack, giving it an
Okay.
opportunity attack. That's just something to keep in mind.
But that rat is either A, dead, or B, incapacitated because it can't do its next turn, right? According to the spell, at least.
This one
is at the bottom there in the little colored section.
Mm-hmm. You advantage on attack rolls as the target is wearing armor on a hit the target, and it can't take reactions. Holy crap, you're totally right. You are absolutely 100% right. Thank you for catching that. It cannot take reactions until the start of its next turn, and that is an opportunity attack is a reaction. So you are totally fine to do this. Go for it.
What condition is the rat in? Is it just incapacitated?
It's none of the above. It's just because of the initial shock of it. It just can't take reactions. Once its turn starts, it will attack like normal. It will do everything as it normally would. It just, in the time amongst other people's turns, it can't do anything.
Okay. I go over towards Spartacus and I attempt to finish off, kill the rat.
You want to hit this one that he just hit?
Yeah. Do I have a chance to completely miss and cleave Spartacus in half?
It would take a
right
lot. In my opinion, it would take like a natural 1 to do that.
Okay.
So you
There's
could.
a 1 in 20 chance that my friend will cut me in half.
Yes,
That's right.
yes, absolutely. If you wanted to run over to this one, you could. Just because I can tell you they don't have a lot of hit points, right? You killed 2 of them in 1 hit.
Okay. Fair enough.
So, but
I'll-
like I said, it's completely up to you. You do what you would like.
I'll move over to Rat, or I'll stay at Rat 1 actually.
Okay. All right.
And instead, I want to see if Spartacus is okay with me picking him up and putting him in my backpack like last time, as it was such an effective strategy.
Well, Spartacus just walked away, so we'll have to wait
Yeah.
and see.
Spartacus abandoned the fight.
Yep. He's
Left
like,
me. He
I'm
ran
out.
back
He
in the tunnel.
runs back in the tunnel. Exactly. I don't know where he went.
Do not know. There is, yeah. It's hard trying to get out of like video game logic, where you can literally do anything in this.
Well, and you'll start to realize how much you can do the more we play. It feels constraining at first, because you can do, like I said, you can do a lot in D&D. It's just a matter of once you understand all the, and it's just like with any video game too, right? There are certain constraints that your character has, and everything else. So
Well,
anyway.
go ahead.
So okay, so Michael's back.
Yes. So Michael, or
Yes.
I guess I come over to you, being the bodyguard that I am. I see you charge in kinda and just grab the first rat that you see. Or
Think so.
so I come over, I've got my longsword and my shield out, and I ask you, while that rat is incapacitated, do you want to get into my backpack? And we become this unstoppable force.
Yeah,
like
let's
last
do it.
time. Sweet.
The words have barely left your mouth before I'm already clambering up your back. I remember there's a rat in there though, so this is your backpack. I'm gonna go on your shoulders.
Wait, there is a rat in my backpack?
Yeah, you
Okay.
put a rat in your backpack before we left.
Oh. Oh, right. Yeah. Don't worry. Not stupid. Catching up.
I'd love to get in the backpack with the rat and just die.
Okay, you piggyback. You piggyback on me.
Yeah, I'll do that. Sounds great. Thank you.
And then can I still attack the rat?
Um,
Or is that my turn?
I feel like you
time
could,
that
I
it would
mean,
take
this
him
is
to
my
get
opinion,
into
but
your-
I think you could yell, "Get on my shoulders," and then attack a rat.
Well, I think that because you would have an awfully hard time, Spartacus, getting onto his back if he's attacking a rat at that moment. So I would say you can either attack or you can have him get into your, because it would also take a couple of seconds to get him into your backpack as well. So for time constraints, you choose one or the other. You either attack it or
Get on my shoulders.
Okay, so you, I guess, pick me up and place me on your shoulders.
Yes. And we become unstoppable.
Sounds good.
Nothing can kill us, not even a dragon. Don't worry about it. Okay.
They have strength in numbers, but we're gonna funnel them into your shoes to kick them all to death.
Okay, so now we are out of the como se dice out of the surprise round. So now we are up at the top. Spartacus, you are first with your 23.
Okay. Oh, it says I have a quarterstaff. Can that reach down from his shoulders and smack the rat on the ground?
No, because you are 3 feet tall.
That's
He
fair.
is 7 feet tall.
You
So
know, I'm
even
gonna
if you're-
cast.
Yeah.
I'm gonna cast firebolt in a wooden house.
Let's do it.
Okay.
Yeah.
You want to roll attack? Which rat are you attacking? You can hit any of them.
I'll do rat number 3.
Okay.
Okay, so I rolled a 20.
Roll a 20, add your attack modifiers.
Okay, so I got a dirty 20.
Okay.
And now I roll a what from that?
For let me look up here. Firebolt. 1d10.
Okay. Okay, I think this is the D10. It's got a 0 on it, and I guess that's the 10.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I rolled a 5.
A 5.
Yep.
Okay. Now, roll just a d20. No modifiers or anything. Just roll a d20.
15.
I'm curious if it's 15.
Yep. So I don't set the house ablaze, maybe.
Correct. Yeah.
Is that for something else?
No, that was to see if you catch stuff on fire.
Okay.
So rat 3, you do 5 points of damage to. It is not dead, but it is pretty hurt.
Good.
Now it is rat 1's turn. You're on his back.
Wait, he gets 2, I get 1, right? His surprise only lasts 1 person.
Yeah, so
Okay,
you both
cool.
got 1 attack per surprise round. So you guys both go, and then it starts at the top of the round, and
okay,
he's at the top of the round. After rat 1, you're gonna go.
Sweet.
So it kind of feels like he gets 2.
It's okay. The initiative thing.
Yep, but then now we're in initiative order.
Cool.
So anyway, so this rat is gonna attack Beard. And it gets a 14, which I don't think hits.
Yeah, technically I think I have an armor class of 18 because I'm using my shield right now.
Okay, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it does not hit.
All right.
Even a little bit. So then, Beard, it's your turn.
Sweet. I'm obviously attacking rat 1.
Okay.
I have a 14 plus 7, which is a 21.
Nice.
Yeah, that hits.
Where do I roll my d10? Hold on. Long sword is one-handed. It's d8. Okay. I'm gonna assume it's this guy. Yes.
One that kind of looks like a crystal is how
7.
I always.
Yes.
Yeah.
Wait, what?
Oh, 7?
So is that 7 plus your strength modifier, or
Oh, wait. Yeah, no. 7 plus 12 total. My bad.
12 total? No, it's very dead. Very, very dead.
Okay.
Very dead rat. It had 4 hit points left.
Oof.
So yeah, no, it's dead. Oops. That's a dead rat. Very, very dead rat. Yeah.
Sweet. Let's go, Spartacus.
All right, let's do
Absolutely destroying these rats.
it. Nice. Okay, my turn? Or is it still Rat's turn?
Yeah, no, we're still on the rats. That's how dead that rat is.
Mm.
It is a dead rat. Okay, so now it's rat 2. So it's gonna scurry over, and I mean you're on his back, so it's gonna scurry over to there and attack, the giant.
Oh.
It's a 15, it's not gonna hit. 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, barely makes it. No. Hides under the table.
Okay, I can cut through the table, can't it?
What? He could walk right under the table if he wanted to.
Cool.
Actually. He attacks you from under the
snap.
table. If you want to
More
attack
dangerous
that
than
rat,
ever.
if you want to attack that rat, you have to move the table.
Or just smash the table on the rat. Set the table on fire.
Okay, so that one got a 7. It did being under the table did not help it at all. And I don't know if there's like go right there on top of its dead buddy. Yeah, sure. Goes on top of its dead buddy to attack you. Just move that out of the way. And oh my gosh, it gets a 21. It's gonna hit.
Uh-oh.
Don't be scared. It's not gonna be much.
Dun dun dun.
Yeah. It does 4 points of damage.
4 points of damage. Okay, what are my hit points? Jeez, you kidding?
What?
A third of my health. Chill.
Yeah, but like trust me, once you get to level 20, it'll be just fine.
Okay.
Or once you get to level 2, I mean, level 20 is a long ways off. So anyway, so that was rat 4. Spartacus, you're up.
Okay. How heavy are these chairs?
I mean, they're just regular chairs.
Like, I have mage hand. If I can use mage hand and tip it on top of one of the rats, I feel like if I can tip it over, it's probably not hurting that rat.
No. Have you ever seen someone drop a chair on a dog? It's gonna yelp but it'll be fine.
Yeah, I've never seen that before. I had always assumed the dog would just be bisected, but I'm starting to think maybe not.
I mean, the chairs weigh like 5 pounds.
Okay, so forget that plan. Okay, remind me, how much health does rat 4 have? And rat 3 is under the table. Yeah, I'm going to shoot a fire bolt and just see if I can get him under the table.
Get the one under the table.
Yeah, shoot right through the table.
I'll tell you now that won't work. You won't be able to shoot through the table.
All right, let's get rat number 4 then.
Okay, good plan. What are you casting?
I will cast fire bolts.
Okay,
Okay, so roll a 20.
roll 20.
That's 20 plus 6, so 26.
You rolled a natural 20.
Yep.
Okay, so here's where we get to talk about what happens on a critical hit.
Mhm.
On critical hits, the D&D rules are that you take the damage die. So in this case, it's what, a D10?
Yeah.
What it says is you would roll 2 D10s.
Cool.
Now that's all nice and dandy. I do it just a little bit different.
Yeah.
Basically what I do is in a sense, we rolled 2 D10s, but I just assumed that the first one you rolled was already a 10.
Nice.
So all you do is you roll 1 D10 and then add that roll to a 10 that we assume you already rolled. Bless you. Bless you.
Okay, so I got a 7 on that second D10.
So you did 17 points of damage to this one rat.
Okay, so I'll describe what happens, I guess.
Okay.
I shoot a fireball, and it looks like to the rat like a ghostly almost fire hand, like it's the hand of the rat Grim Reaper reaching down to steal its soul. And it yanks the rat's soul out and carries it up to heaven. And all the other rats are just freaked out. And then it explodes.
Leaving a cindering ash behind. Rat 4 is dead. Rat 4 is indeed dead.
Rest in peace.
So Rat 1, is Rat 1 already dead?
I should have made like Indiana Jones.
Yeah.
It just melts.
Rat 1 is already dead because we have 4 and 3 left. Yeah. Okay, So then, Beard, you're up.
Okay. Can I attempt to kick away the table and attack the rat underneath?
Absolutely.
Let's do it.
Make an athletics check to kick the table away.
D20?
Yep.
So there's a
Okay.
3.5
Oh.
foot rat. There's a lot of clearance space under this table if it's like comfortably sitting there, right?
Mm-hmm.
Is it more like a desk, or more like a coffee table then?
Well,
Well,
The
this is
ta-
just like a regular table, which those usually sit about 3.5 feet off the ground.
Okay.
I got a 19 plus 7, which is 26.
Nice.
How far away do you want to kick the table?
Can you
Let's
kick it
say
into the other rat?
it
Not from where he's currently standing.
flies into the table and just shatters.
Wait, what?
Or into
what
the
goes
chair.
where?
Disintegrates.
Oh, into the chair,
To the chair.
and the chair just shatters.
I guess maybe both. Wow. Yeah. They're both kind of just done for.
I feel like there were some broken chairs here. But yeah, I mean they're busted. Do that. They're dead. And attack the rat. Do it.
Yeah, okay. I rolled a. Oh!
Oh no.
It's a critical failure. It's
Oh,
a
really?
1 plus 5, so.
Oh, so critical fail. Wow, this is quite the battle. These
He brings
rats.
one of the rats back. He accidentally does CPR on one of the dead rats. He starts its heart.
So okay. So you okay. So here's what happens. So you're sick and fed up of like this one rat that's hiding underneath the table. You take you lift up your foot, you kick away the table, and I mean it just goes soaring, splinters into pieces, splintering the chair as well. And in doing so, you didn't realize this, but you got your sword caught behind your back, in between your back and your backpack. So when you come to lay down your sword on top of the rat, you actually cut the strap of your backpack. And Spartacus, who is in there, now falls onto the ground.
Spartacus is
Yeah,
on
good
my
shoulders.
shoulders. The
What's
rat
that?
is in the backpack.
Yeah, there's an almost dead, tied up rat in his backpack. Honestly, I think the fall might kill it.
I mean, that's yeah. I mean,
It was
So-
hoisted by own Bizarres.
well, it just okay. So you were on his shoulders then, not in the backpack.
Yeah.
Okay. Roll an acrobatics check, Spartacus.
Okay. Okay, so I've got 3 in acrobatics. I rolled a 18.
In total, 18.
Oh, 18 and then plus 3. Well,
So
is it
21.
plus 3? Because it's just 3, but there's like the circle next to it is not filled in.
Yeah, so it'll be just a +3. If it specifies like a -1, you can write a plus on all of those. Right, because none of your stats themselves, your strength, your dexterity, intelligence, wisdom,
Mhm.
none of those are negatives, are they?
They're not.
Okay, yeah. So you can write a plus on next to all of those. Just if that helps you to remember.
No, I don't remember the circle next to the number. On some of them it's filled in, and on others it's not.
Yeah, so those means that you're proficient in those categories. And so you add a +2 to them, which should have already been done. You should have already added a +2 to it. So that should be represented in the number.
Okay, I get it then. Yeah, so I rolled an 18 plus a 3, a 21.
Okay. So I was rolling to see if you can basically hold on to him and not get hit by the sword at the same time.
Mhm.
Because I assume that you were using the backpack as like a standing perch you were using it to help you stay on
Sure.
his back in some way. So yeah, you're able to avoid the sword.
Hoping I like fall off and do a cool flip and hit one of the rats. Crush him.
So the rat that's in his backpack does take damage as it falls.
Oh shoot.
So I won't tell you what happens to the rat yet. To that
Maybe
rat
we need
that's
one of
now in
these
the
rats
backpack.
alive. Replace the one we just died.
Again, anyway. Okay, so yeah, that happened. Now it is rat. Rat 3 is now going to attack. It gets a 7, so that's not gonna hit. Rat 4. Oh, gets an unnatural 20. So that one will hit.
So
Gonna
rat
die.
4 is dead. You mean rat whatever's above 4?
Is rat 4 dead? Because this one says that it's 4. Did I mess that
Oh,
up?
sorry. I thought. Okay.
That one is 2.
Oh.
Oh no. Oh no. Sorry. Okay.
I'll just remember
Okay.
that the dead rat's not the attacker.
So 3 points of damage.
Yeah, I'm sitting pretty at 6 hit points if it attacked me.
Yeah. I wouldn't be too worried, but
Okay.
that was 4, wasn't it? Yeah. So now we're back to Spartacus.
Okay. Are either of these rats hurt?
Rat 3 is very hurt.
Okay, I'll
Rat 3
attack
is,
rat 3.
yeah, Rat 3 is not doing well.
Okay. Yeah, let's use good old firebolt. Okay, I rolled a 15 plus 6, so 21.
Okay, that'll hit.
And
You're doing
then I
firebolt again?
will roll this d10. That is a 9.
A 9. Okay, go ahead and roll d20 to see if you catch anything on fire.
20.
A natural 20.
Yeah.
All right, fine. Nothing catches on fire.
So do I get a bonus for that? Can I describe how that rat dies?
No. How many points of damage did you do?
9.
9. Well, yeah, it's definitely dead then. Which one did you hit?
Whichever was the hurt one.
Oh, you could hit either of them and kill either of them. So
Okay. So I'll attack the rat 4.
rat 4.
I'll be like, Beard, no, revenge.
Yeah, so it's dead. It burns up in a cinder. Very dead. Beard,
Well,
you have number 3 left, and it's not good. It's not doing well.
okay. I guess I don't know. I'll go ahead and just attack it,
Okay.
attempting to finish it off.
Okay.
Let's see what I get. Oh, it is a 17 plus 5. That's
That hits.
22.
17 plus 7 for a 24. That hits.
7. Yeah. Whoops. 24. And then 8 plus 5 is dead. Good talk.
Yes, very dead. That's a very dead rat. Because basically the minimum amount of damage you can do, assuming that you roll a 1 on your die and then you add your 5 to it, you do a minimum of 6 damage. It had 2 damage, or it had 2 hit points.
Oh yes, it's dead.
So it's dead.
Sweet. It's done for.
So yeah. All dead rats. What do you guys want to do?
Okay, so there's 2 possibilities here. One is that we're in the basement of one of those 3 houses, and it just took a long time to get there because that hole meandered through some area. Or two, this is where all the rats are coming from, and we're gonna get up there, and it's gonna be like a giant rat basically living here who's been releasing rats down this hole for some nefarious purpose. So let's eat as much rat as we can to get you healed up, and then let's go up those stairs.
I'm
Okay.
sorry to say, but
Well-
healing does not work like that.
Oh.
Okay.
No, what in healing? So when healing, there what you can do is there are healing spells that magic casters can get and use. There are healing potions, and then there's resting. Now, when it comes to resting, if you take a short rest, which is anything longer than half an hour, if you take half hour rest, then you can use hit die in order to regain some hit points. And on your paper, you'll see the hit die thing, and it will say 1d8. No, I think you have a d10. So basically, what you do is when you then take when you take short rest and you decide to use hit points or hit die, you have a certain amount of hit die that you can use. At first level, you have one hit die, but you roll that, you add your constitution modifier to it, and then you heal that many points. And then you can take a long rest, which just heals all of your hit points, which a long rest is 8 hours of rest.
Okay.
So yeah.
So I guess I should ask you this question, Beard. I'm good. I had a lot to eat at the tavern, but even though it's not going to heal you, would you like to eat any of these rats before we go?
I no, I don't. I mean, a couple of them are just kind of, burned beyond recognition.
I would say cooked beyond recognition. Choice of words.
No, I don't need to eat anything. I do, however, have a question. What has become of my backpack and that rat?
That is an excellent question. So the rat is dead in your backpack.
Darn it, they got him. Just when I thought they've done this to one of their own. Rats have no valor, no glory. I don't know.
Your backpack will be very easily repaired. You could just, it can basically just be sewn back together.
Okay, cool.
So you still have one strap that's working, but just the way that it was, right? One of them kind of slipped down. You cut the other one, so it slipped right off your shoulder. But yeah, so it can be easily sewn back together.
Okay, sweet. Yeah, I say we head up the stairs, Spartacus.
All right,
Let's see what's going on.
And
Also-
giant rat.
Yeah, still with the rat. Like, you put the backpack back on, or you just have to hold the backpack now?
Can I not I don't know if it's long enough, but can I sling it over kind of like a satchel strap?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so you could do that. You could loosen it to the point where you can put it over your head and such
I'll
like
just do
that.
I'll do that.
It'll be awkward, right? Because it's a backpack that you're slinging over your shoulder like that, but
Yeah.
it will be functional and you won't it won't be in the way.
So I'll do that. I also have a question regarding that last encounter.
Sure.
Might not apply. I've got a trait called Great Weapon Fighting where if I roll a 1 or a 2, I get to reroll.
Oh yeah, on the
I
damage die.
must take a reroll. So that's for damage, not attack.
Yeah, so that's just for
Okay.
the damage. On the damage roll, when you're rolling your D8 or D10, if you roll a 1 or a 2, you can re-roll that die.
Okay, cool. So it wouldn't be a critical failure. Or it'll still be a critical failure. Completely missed.
Correct, yes.
Sweet. Cool. Onward.
Only there's very few instances where you can re-roll a 1 on your critical. So yeah, and we'll talk about those if they ever come up. So cool. So you go up the stairs?
So long as Spartacus is in this with me.
Yeah, I'm all for it.
Okay. So you head up the stairs. I don't have a map for it, but you head up the stairs and you startle the couple that live there, and you recognize them. Beard, you especially recognize the man. He was the one that gave you the high five.
Okay.
So they scream and they're like, "But we thought that you were fighting the rats. How did you get into our basement?"
So the rats have drilled into your basement. We told you no one's safe. Go into the room with the other villagers. We're still. Dude, look at us. Look at Beard covered in rat guts on his feet, I assume, all over his knees.
I'm also probably bleeding in a few spots.
Yeah,
Yeah,
heavily
you have
bleeding.
some-
He's lost at least half his life to these rat bites.
Right, and they hurry off. They're terrified and scared. So
Sweet.
Okay, so we walk out probably out of this house. I don't think we should steal anything, but if you want to steal anything, you go ahead.
why would you say that?
Well, I'm just, just giving you the choice. Just letting you know, here's some options. I'm not saying you should.
I'll leave them be for now.
Okay.
So,
All right, so we walk outside now.
Yes.
Okay. And you see that you're to the left, or you're just next door to the house that you started at.
Okay.
So if
What
you
do
were to
you mean?
map out that tunnel system that you took, right? I mean, it winds and weaves, and cat or rats don't have a sense of direction, so they just kind of dug and dug until they hit something.
Okay. So you said you heard other rats in that tunnel, which means even if we get rid of the rats in this last house, the rats are probably coming back. So I say we get these rats, and this time we for sure take one alive.
Yes.
And then if the rats become a problem again, we have one of them with us.
Okay. I second that. We still have one more house to clear, correct?
Yeah. Are there still
Yeah.
townspeople out, or are they all in the one house?
Well, I mean, like you can see down the road, right? People are still walking, but everyone in this little cul-de-sac are there's no one inside.
Okay. I say you drop the dead rat and get your rope back, and let's go get that last house.
Let's do it.
We're getting one more rat out of this adventure.
Okay. That.
And if anyone is looking as we dump this dead rat, we make
Wh- wh-
sure they know that the rats did this. It was friendly fire. They themselves, their barbarity knows no bounds.
Where are you dumping this rat?
The middle of the street.
Just in the middle of the street? You don't want to
Yeah,
like go
just
toss it
on
in the
the-
river and let it
Yeah.
float downstream?
I mean, I don't know if you want to take time to give it like a good Christian burial, but like, I feel okay about just dumping it. But I mean, Beard, you've been carrying this thing around. That's like,
Mhm.
this is you. I'll support you, and however you want to deal with this dead rat.
Yeah, I just say, I don't know, is that considered littering? Will the guards be angry with us?
I give him a high five for that sick burn on the dead rat.
I'll just I'll just dump it off, whatever. It's somebody else's problem.
I mean that is true with your characters, so
Okay, I have minor illusions, so I would like to cause a minor illusion so people don't notice he's dumping this dead rat, just in case we do get fined or something.
okay. And what kind of minor illusion are you creating?
Rat sounds, but from the last house.
Well, okay. Let's look at minor illusion real quick.
Yeah, it doesn't have to be rat sounds. It just needs to be a sound a rat could conceivably make.
So let's look. So you create a sound or image of an object within range, and it is within 30 feet. If you create a sound, its volume can range from a whisper to a scream. It can be voices, someone else's voice, a lion's roar, beating of drums, or any other sound you choose. Sound continues unabated throughout the duration, yada, yada, yada. If you create an image, it can't be larger than like a 5-foot cube.
Okay, so the image coming from the last house is a lion roaring, and I look around and say, "Oh, that's the last rat for sure." You can tell these rats are real big. And then no one notices as he just dumps that
rat. Roll a deception check, or roll a sleight of hand. Roll a sleight of hand. I mean, like honestly, there's nobody outside. But if you're trying to be sneaky, then we'll.
So, like, if I roll a 20 on this, I've deceived myself.
No, you're rolling it. Noah, roll the sleight of hand.
Oh,
okay, I rolled an 18 plus a 2, so a dirty 20.
For what, a deception?
Yeah. So people really believe if anyone's watching, there's a lion in this house.
In the house too.
Sweet. I really hope that helps because I am struggling over here with another critical failure.
I mean, you trip and fall. Like, you know, you go to pull the thing off, right? And it kind of gets caught in your beard and you're pulling it, right? And you lose your footing and just fall over.
Oh, good.
So, so anyway, so that happened.
Yeah, unfortunately.
I don't know where Michael just went, but anyway, I mean, like, you still ditched it in the middle of the road, I assume.
Yes.
Didn't even like announce anything. He just kind of up and left.
I hope he's okay.
I hope so too.
Yeah. Sorry. Give me 1 second. Ah, shoot. I rolled a 2.
What are you doing?
Oh, sorry. I thought you said roll for initiative.
No.
Oh, what did you say?
I said something along the lines of, where did he go? We hope he's okay.
Oh, man, I totally misheard you.
Obviously.
No, sorry. I'm just on the other side of this computer.
Oh.
Yeah. Here I am.
Okay. So what do you guys do now?
I attempt to speak to these rats again and just get them to just give up.
There's what rats? You guys are still outside in the street.
Oh, I thought we were in the house. Sorry, when you
not
pulled this
yet.
up, I thought you were just skipping ahead to us in the last basement.
No, I need you guys to tell me what you're doing.
Oh, all right. Let's go down to that last house.
All right. So you guys just go in the front door? Do you knock? Do you do anything? Or
Well, we assume that all the houses have been cleared. So with that assumption, we just walk in.
okay. What if I said
Like,
the
we were
door's
pretty
locked?
clear before what a big deal these rats are.
I mean, I would assume, you know. Yeah. We'll just. Because there are a number of people outside, correct?
Yeah, down the street, but everyone, like I said, in this cul-de-sac is locked up and you know, hiding somewhere.
We told them to meet, stay in that one room. Can't believe they're hiding in individual houses.
Yes. Okay, yeah. So, is the door locked?
It is not locked. No,
Okay.
I'm not going to make
guess-
this more difficult than it needs to be. Yeah. So you guys, you come down and you know, similar sounds. You hear the the scurrying and squeaking coming from the basement, and you come down and you find 3 more rats.
All right. I try and talk to the rats and tell them to give up. We have their friends.
Roll an animal handling check.
Okay. Is that a D20?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, that is a 4.
um
Mm.
I
They
mean,
don't come peaceably, I'm guessing.
correct. There's definitely that, and then even you realize that you're fumbling on words and you're not conveying the message that you necessarily wanted to. So roll initiative.
19 plus 3, 22.
16 in total.
So wait, so what did you
wait.
get, Michael?
22.
A 22.
Mhm.
Okay. What is your initiative bonus?
3.
Fetch. You just make really great initiative rolls.
Yeah.
Just kidding. Hold on. Mine's a 10. Never mind.
Yours is a 10.
Yes, in total. 9 plus 1, 10.
Well, the good news is you're not last.
I'll probably die before I get my turn. Don't worry. My sacrifice for you, Spartacus. Don't let it be in vain.
I remember I'm on his shoulders still, and the idea that he'll die will crush me when he falls down.
Okay, so then in that case, Spartacus, you're first.
Okay. I shoot a firebolt at one of the rats.
Which one?
I'll do rat 3.
Okay.
Okay, so I'll roll the d20.
Mm-hmm.
That's a 17 plus 6, so 23.
That'll hit.
I'm going to roll this d8, no, d10. That is a 10.
That's a 10.
Yep.
All right, well, rat 3's dead.
All right. Can I say how it happens?
Sure.
There's like a flick of flame that goes towards that rat. And then the surprising thing is the rat, like, he doesn't even seem to take any physical damage. He just it's like his soul burns out of him and he just dies.
You really don't understand how firebolt works. It's
No, I
literal
don't.
fire. Roll a d20 to
10.
a 10.
Yeah. Do I add anything to it?
Nope. We're just seeing whether or not you catch anything on fire. So you singe the wood behind the rat over in this area. You do not. It doesn't catch on fire, but it is singed and nearly caught on fire.
Okay.
Right there. Rat 1's gonna go, but it's not gonna be able to make it to you, is it? Oh no, it can. Man, when I said it's a small basement, I meant it was small, apparently. And you're still on his back. So that rat's going to attack. It gets an 8, so that doesn't hit. Beard, it's your turn.
Okay, cool. I attack the rat. I have a 19 plus 5, 19 plus 7. So that's 26.
Yeah.
And then
26 will do nice.
I got a 6 on my D8 because I have my sword and shield.
Okay.
So 6 plus 5 is 11.
Plus 5 is 11. So that one's dead. I'm assuming you're hitting the one that just tried to hit you.
Yep. Yeah, I raise my foot and just crush its head. Oop, gone.
With your sword?
No, my boot.
Well, that's a completely different attack
That
roll.
is? That's lame. Okay, no, it's dead. Whatever.
Just hit it with the sword.
Well, because you're hitting it with the sword,
Fine.
right? And so if you attack with the sword, then you hit with the sword.
I won't use my imagination. Don't worry.
You can, I mean, like, you can use your imagine. I'm not.
No, I'm giving you crap. You're good. It's dead.
All right. Yeah, it's dead. It's dead regardless. I mean, even with your strength, it would probably still be dead.
I guess you could put your sword over the rat and then step on the sword on the rat.
Yeah, there you go. You can do that. So then rat 2, when it sees the fire and its other friend die, it immediately turns around and runs straight into the hole.
Well, work's done. My enthusiasm for chasing these rats was high at the beginning of the day, but now I'm like, I don't know. You know what? No, we still need one alive. What do you say? Do you think we go after it? Try and get rid of all the rats in that hole?
I say, why not?
Okay, let's take some flour with us. We can lead a trail so we can follow it back.
Okay.
Get all the bags of flour we can. It's easy to get lost in there. We'll also be able to see any rat tracks if they pass around behind us.
Precisely.
Yeah. Make sure they didn't double back.
So if I'm understanding this right, you guys take a bag of flour.
Yeah, let's take 2 just in case.
So these are like 20-pound bags.
How much can one guy carry?
Well, I mean, obviously, Beard can carry a lot. I wouldn't recommend, because like it's still bulky, it's still weird to carry, and not to mention that he's still going to have to like be crawling around or ducking.
Okay, Beard, that's on you. What do you want to do?
Can I just like take the sack of flour, use my rope, and tie it to my leg as I crawl through the tunnel?
Um,
So it just kind of drags behind me, and I don't have to worry about it until the future.
Nice.
I mean, yeah, you could definitely do that.
Okay.
So are you cutting a hole in the flour so it's like going at the back, or it's just you're holding on to it just in case you want to use it later?
No. Like I take the rope, I tie a piece to my leg or whatever, and then I also attach it to the flour, cut a hole in the flour so it,
Gotcha.
marks our trail as we go.
Okay.
I don't have to worry about it.
Clever.
Until, we come against like 10 rats and I'm sitting there with a bag of flour tied to my leg.
So I would say that your movement is slowed, with everything considered. You're going to move slower.
Okay.
So that's just something to keep in mind. Let's see if. Well, yeah, I guess we'll do a clothesline. That works, right?
Yeah.
Oh, no, we'll do that one. Oh, there we go. Okay. Well, that'll sort of work. So then you go into the tunnel and start traveling?
Yes.
Okay. So you go in, roll a roll the survival check in order to track the rat, see which way it went, if it went right or left.
9. And then
Is
Plus
Spartacus
0.
still on your back?
no, he got off my back. I mean,
Okay, good.
right? You got off my back.
Yeah, maybe I'm on the rope. I'm now attached to the rope.
Okay, he can't just carry everything.
My
At
feet are
some point,
so
Spartacus needs to
small.
literally start pulling his own weight.
All right, fine. I can walk in front,
All right.
but I'm holding his pant leg. Don't want to get
Then in that
separated.
case, so in that case, Spartacus, roll a survival check to track the rat, which way it went.
Okay. Well, luckily I have a 1 in survival. 12. So 13.
So 13. Okay. So you're pretty sure that it went off to the left, which is the direction that you have not been before, you assume.
Okay.
So you follow it. Again, the tunnel is winding and weaving and being all it's not a straight line, and you just wish beyond anything that rats would have a sense of direction so that they could travel, so that they could, have a more effective travel.
Makes sense.
So I don't have this set up either, so we'll just hurry and throw something together. That was fun.
I'll be back in a second if you're something up.
Okay.
Mhm.
Okay, and then we do
Uh-oh. Bruh.
See, this is why I don't want you guys seeing why I'm doing this. What's great about Roll20 while Michael's gone, like I said, you guys can get onto Roll20 and you can see everything that I'm doing, or I can also hide stuff from you. Right? So right here, this GM info layer,
Mhm.
when I take stuff and I add it, and when I add something, whoops.
So wait, roll 20.net.
Yeah, roll20.net. So basically you guys couldn't see this.
Wow.
If you want to get on,
Yeah.
if it would be easier for you to see, let's see here.
Oh, all right.
Let me throw this in the chat. So go to roll20.net, set up a quick account. It's free. And then if you click on that link, it will then send you an invite to this campaign.
Okay.
So if you want to do that, that'd be good. But that's up to you. Who is this? Oh. Oops. I need to get off this one. That was that one.
Whoa.
Oh, can you see it?
That's actually pretty cool. Then am I able to just... No, okay.
Let me hurry and give you access to move. Or I'm gonna give you access to the right one.
Oh, you're good. I can just watch.
There you go. So now you can control your character. You can move it where you'd like.
Whoa. Okay, that's pretty cool.
Yeah. Otherwise, cool. So yes, you guys come out of this hole. Oh shoot, I forgot the flower and the rope that you have tied to your leg. Because naturally that's what one does with flour.
So
Yeah.
are those beavers or rat droppings? What am I looking at that top?
Those up there are
Hob rats.
they're nests basically. Rat nests. I'm just kind of like trying to pull all this out of my butt, so that's what that is.
Right, where the rats pulled it out too.
Well, yeah. Or I guess he was in front, really. Okay. So you guys come out. You see the rat that you were just fighting, or that was just in the room that you were fighting at, and ran away. And you see in total 6 rats. I'm a bit concerned about.
Okay.
Let's do good cop, bad cop. You'll be good cop.
Just dealing with these rats. We'll see how it plays out. I want one of these rats alive.
Okay.
You and the alive rats.
Just need one.
Okay. So
okay,
then,
I immediately shoot fire bolts at these rats.
so surprise round. Okay.
Flour is flammable, right? If you throw this flour up in the air and we set it on fire, we'll burn all these rats to death.
I could attempt. How far away are the 2 clustered rats there?
So since you're looking at this, so over here on your left, you have not as many options as I do. But this one right here is it's a measuring tool. So if you measure, it will tell you how far away things are.
Wait, what tool was that?
It's this one right here. It's the circle with a little ruler in it.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah, well, I mean, we could do that, or I could try and talk to these rats again and convince them to give up.
Didn't you say you just immediately start spewing
Yeah, I did.
fireballs?
Yeah, I said it, and then while we were surveying the room, I wondered if.
It's too late. You're
wanted to see
attacking.
another chance.
So we're doing a surprise round. The 2 of you get surprise.
Okay.
But go ahead and roll attack.
Sorry, who rolled?
Initiative?
Or
Or
we can do initiative here in a minute.
wait, what are we rolling?
Right now, just Michael is. Anyway, so just roll an attack, Michael. Because you're.
Yeah.
I don't know which one you're attacking, but.
Okay, so 10 plus 6, 16. And then damage is 3.
Damage is a 3. Which one were you hitting?
Well, here's the thing. So I can't be like I'm aiming for that flower thing because he hasn't thrown that flower thing.
Oh, if you want him to, he can. What you can do is basically you can delay your action.
Uh-huh.
So you can say, okay, I'm going to delay my turn until so and so goes, or or I'll let you know when I do my action. So
Okay.
you can say, so basically you can just yell at him, throw the flower, right? And he can throw the flower, and then
Beard, do you want to do that?
Sure.
All right, so we'll
I
throw
can
it and
attempt.
hope it hits like a bomb at those top 3 rats.
Okay.
Importantly, cut it off your leg before you throw it.
So wait, question: have the rats noticed us yet?
yes, they have.
They have. Okay.
Are you thinking sneak up and assassinate the rats one by one?
I was.
Stealth assassinate.
I don't want to cut my rope if I can help it, but
You can just quickly untie it and
Yeah,
pull
I'll
it
just-
off.
pull off the rope and chuck it at. Wait, I can't see the nameplates at 4 and 3.
Yeah, for some reason it doesn't show up for the players, which I think is kind of dumb. It's handy for the DM because then I can keep track of them all. But if you long press, so if you click and hold, then it will show where you're pointing, so you can, when you're on the select tool, that is, I guess.
Huh.
So anyway, so you can do that and say, I'm going to attack that one if you want, or however.
Yeah, just boom.
You want to just throw it kind of in that general area.
Yeah, I mean, for being honest, what that rat is 15 feet, or 2 is 15 feet away from 4, so.
So
I
kind
don't
of
know.
what I'm picturing in my mind. So I did look it up. As astonishing as it sounds, the fact that flower dust is more explosive than gunpowder and 30 times more combustible than coal dust is terrifying. I've never known that
Wow.
before.
Okay, yo,
I'm over here like,
let's go, Spartacus.
Let's do it.
so this could absolutely, right, and there's like videos here that we'll need to watch here in a minute, of people exploding a cloud of flour and stuff.
Yeah, and I'm hoping it
So-
doesn't just suck all the oxygen out of the room, but if it does, it'll probably kill the rats too.
So anyway, yeah, so basically what I'm picturing is Beard is just going to take the bag of flour, throw it in the air, and then Spartacus is going to hit the bag of flour mid-air, causing it to break apart and just explode.
Yes.
And I'm sure that it could take out those 3 rats for sure.
Okay,
The 2, 3, and 4. I'm sure it
Yeah.
could take those out, no problem.
Cool.
let's do it. Okay.
So how do I want to do this? Spartacus, I guess roll, or not Spartacus, Beard, roll an attack roll to throw the flower. Basically, we're just making sure that you're accurate.
Okay. Whoa.
So I already rolled. Should I just
Get
stick with
going.
my roll?
Well, what did you roll?
Oh, so
We'll
I
say
rolled a
yes, but
16 and then a 3 on the.
and that's to attack.
Yeah.
Well, no. So okay, are you attacking with firebolts? I assume.
Yeah, I was shooting.
So
The
then you
flower.
would add your 7 to it.
Okay.
17 plus your 6.
No,
17.
no,
plus-
that was it. That was, so like together it was a 16 was the aim.
Oh, okay. So we'll look at that here in just a second. Because we have to make sure that the flower is going to be where you want it to be. So yeah, so roll an attack roll. But this one is going to be based off of your dexterity. Excuse me, Beard.
Dexterity, not strength. Okay.
Correct, because dexterity is movement of your body versus your physical strength.
Okay.
And being able to throw things accurately is controlling your body versus just brute strength. Anyway,
Okay.
so go ahead and roll with your adding your dexterity.
Sweet. Sorry to disappoint. I got a solid total of 5.
Did you add your proficiency bonus to that as well?
Yes, I got a 4 plus 1 is 5.
Okay, and then add 2 to it, so for a 7.
Add 2. Oh,
Do we
yeah.
blow ourselves?
So you
Or we just get one rat?
so I mean, what I think, so he doesn't quite throw it as far as he would have liked to. You know, the weight shifted in it just at the wrong moment as he was like, ugh, right, and so it kind of like flops and lands, you know, around this first rat. So you could still shoot it and totally still, you know, take out that one rat for sure, or hit that one rat, I should say. So, do you want to do that, Spartacus?
Highlight where it is one more time.
Highlight where it is. So it's in about right there.
Okay, I mean, these
So I
rats
guess-
can move
so-
pretty fast. Is there still a hole in it? Like, is there?
Yeah, so there's still a
sour
hole in
dust
it.
all over the cavern now.
I should say. So if we said that it can do a 15-foot. Oh shoot.
All right, let's do it.
Oh no. Oh no. You know what I just realized?
Hey!
Killing all the rats.
You could actually hit all but this rat. Oh,
I'm game.
all but rat 5. You could hit all of them but rat 5 with where it currently is.
Okay. We don't blow up a church or something. We don't know what this is underneath.
Oh my gosh. This is gonna be terrifying. All right, hit the sack.
Okay. I should hit the sack.
Okay. What was it in total? 16, you said?
Yep.
Okay, I'd say that's enough to hit a stationary bag of flour. So yeah, so basically it hits and the initial impact breaks it apart, causing flour to dissipate into the air. And then I don't know what kind of damage this would do.
Murderous.
A lot from what it looks like. So let's have you do a D12, which is one of the least used dice in all of D&D, but I'm gonna have you actually do 2d12 damage.
Okay, 2d12 damage.
Yeah, so roll a d12 twice, adding them together.
What does the d12? Oh, here's d12.
Yeah, it kind of looks like the d20, but it has a lot less sides.
Yeah, 5 and a 12.
A 5 and a 12.
Yep.
Oh my goodness.
We saved the town. It's a good size circle. Good. I hope. Okay, let's take that last rat alive.
Those are all dead.
Exactly how we
Can I
wanted it to.
have the 2 of you roll Constitution saving throws?
Sure.
What? 20?
Yeah, so take a d20, and then your saving throws are just above where your skills are, like your acrobatics, athletics, stuff are. So it's just above that, and it's going to be the little number next to Constitution.
Okay.
19 plus 5 is 24.
You have a
13.
high Constitution.
I do.
It's all that rats he's been eating. Builds up his immune system.
What did Spartacus get?
11.
11.
Mhm.
So your ears are ringing, but it's nothing permanent.
Good.
And Spartacus, excuse me, Beard, you are completely fine right now.
Okay.
Behind my shield.
Yeah, you put up your shield, and it negated a lot of the blast wave. Your ears are a little tender, but they're not ringing or anything. But yeah, all of those rats in that circle are dead.
I whispered, "Take the last one alive," but I can't whisper.
last
'cause
one-
my ears-
The last one does take 4 points of damage just from being that close to it.
Yeah.
I would assume that Spartacus moved out of the way or behind something, but your ears are still ringing. Yeah, so that was the surprise round. So
Get him.
Go team.
Do it for
Spartacus,
me.
you're up.
Sorry, what?
So you're up.
I'm
no-
up.
or sorry, no, we never actually did
Initiative.
initiative, which was probably a good thing because that would have been a whole lot of time wasted after you just killed all of the rats.
I got 16 in total.
Yeah, 16 in total. Same.
Okay.
Okay, I'll let him go first. He's probably better at catching that rat alive. I block the exit. That's yeah. He has that rope, so you can tie it up.
So the last rat got a 22.
Oh shoot.
So it goes first. I don't know what the heck it's gonna do. I mean, it's gonna like come over and just cower in the corner.
Cry in the corner. The whole turn.
So I mean, honestly, like it's probably terrified out of its mind right now.
Good. Glad.
So okay, well then. So then Beard, you're up.
I'll move, I guess, right here. 30
Okay.
feet. Whoops. Because I mean, I'm moving towards it to, subdue it, knock it out.
Yeah.
Okay, my turn. I block the exit. I don't want it getting away.
Okay. So then it's the rat's turn and it's going to yeah, it's running. Like it's this thing is terrified.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll move right here. So, boom.
It's like chess.
Oh my gosh, I never thought of it that way. We can actually make
Played
chess
enough
in here.
games of that to know.
Oh my gosh.
Avoid check.
Sorry,
check.
I am on a completely different subject at the moment. Whoops.
Oh no, don't tell me there's a
Do they not have a king?
First one kind of looked like it. I mean, a little bit, not entirely.
First one?
I
What
just
was
like
that
the statue.
dire at?
Oh, Manticore. Anyway, at some point I may end up making a chessboard on here
Oh,
just because
good.
I can. Anyway. Okay, so Spartacus, you're up.
Okay. Well, I'm still guarding the door, but I guess I can cast minor illusion to try and do a lion roar behind the rat to get him into Spartacus's
Well, so it is
hands.
currently right up against the wall. There is no behind the rat.
Oh.
What other spells do you have? Because I feel like you should have something that's.
Well, I already used one of the one spells.
Mm-hmm.
Can I use 2 1 spells a day?
Yep, you should be able to.
Okay, I can disguise self. I don't know if I can disguise myself as a rat with that in case he comes this way and trick putting right into my hands. Maybe I'll save it in case something comes up. Yeah, all I have is I have Mage Hand. Can I use Mage Hand from that far away? I don't think I can.
Rage Hand has a range of, or Mage Hand has a range of 30 feet. I
How
believe.
far away is that rat nest?
Which one?
Oh, I'm thinking after this, we look at the rat nest and see if there's any treasures in them. I use Mage Hand to pick through the first rat nest. Maybe the rats carry something valuable down there.
Yeah, okay, Mage Hand is 30 feet.
Okay. So pick apart one of those rat nests.
What other spells do you have first?
I have Minor Illusion, Mage Hand, Firebolt, Shocking Grasp, Feather Fall, Disguise Self, Ray of Sickness, Jump, Mage Armor, and Witch Bolt.
Okay. Why haven't you been using Mage Armor? Well, because you've been on his shoulders the whole time.
Never
mind.
came up. We teamed up for the sole purpose of me not having to use mage armor.
All right, never mind. So, okay. You want to dig through?
Yeah, see if there's anything in there.
Which one do you want? You can do either of these.
I'll do the closer one. Maybe there's rat eggs. I don't know how these rats are born, but find some rat eggs. We can raise them young.
Rats don't lay eggs.
I mean, I know that's how normal rats do as mammals, but these are fantasy rats. I don't know what their life cycle is.
Okay, so roll an investigation check.
Okay, is that a 20?
Yes.
19.
Plus your investigation.
Plus 6, 25.
Plus 6 for 25.
Yeah.
I mean, you tear that thing apart, but you
Any
unfortunately
kind?
don't find anything in it.
Oh.
You know, a few maybe bones of things that they've eaten, you know, like bones of small normal sized rats.
Oh.
But that's it.
Okay.
Beard.
Oh wait, isn't it the rat's turn?
Yes, it is. And I mean, is it gonna?
We got him now.
Yeah, it's gonna beeline over to the nests.
Okay.
All right, Pierre.
I mean, yeah, I'll just move up next to it and knock it out.
Okay, go ahead and roll to attack.
8 plus 7, so that's 15.
So that'll hit definitely. It had 4 points damage done to it, and you do a minimum of 6. So, yeah, we'll just if you hit, then yeah, it's knocked out.
Okay.
All right, let's truss that bad boy up and bring him back to the surface.
Sweet. Am I able to have Spartacus tie him up because he has the better survival skill?
Sure.
I have the better survival skill.
You have a +1 modifier. I don't have a modifier.
Man, just got 0. I've only got one thing in 0. It's athletics.
Yeah, you rolled like your rolls were just straight stupid.
Okay. I'll tie him up, sure. I'll use your rope to tie him up.
Cool.
So let's tie him up. While I'm tying him up, you look through the rest of those rat nests, see if there's anything in it.
Sweet.
Yeah, I rolled an 18. So an 18 plus 1, 19.
Yeah, that's a very tied up rat.
All right. Let's get him in your sack and get him up. He's going to pay for his crimes.
Cool.
Do you want to roll an investigation check?
Yeah.
Beard.
I got a 16 plus 0, so 16.
Okay. So you're digging through and you find a small leather pouch that looks like some rats had been gnawing on. But inside you do find 2 silver pieces and 3 gold pieces in it.
All right. That's enough for an aristocratic meal.
And just- he has a point.
Yes, he does.
Really, the fruits of our labor are paying off.
3 gold,
These are
2
the fruits
silver.
of our labor.
Correct, yeah.
Okay. Well, I think it's only fair that we split that.
You know what? I want you to have it. It's your first day. It's bonus.
I'm not arguing. I'll take it all.
Perfect. So do you know where to put that on your sheet?
Yeah, just next to the gold pieces.
Perfect.
Also, I'm semi-doing this in pen because I don't have a pencil.
Nice.
I'll go buy one. Don't worry, it's fine.
You don't have any pencil at all?
Don't worry about it. This house Yeah, no.
Blames the house. Okay.
13 E 2 okay. Sweet.
Well then, I assume you guys crawl back through the tunnel.
Yeah, so we add 1 plus rat to our inventory. We crawl back, and I assume are greeted as heroes on the surface.
Well, so I mean, well, you come back, you walk up the stairs, and there's no one in the house because everyone is hiding in the original house where you told them all to.
Yeah, so we go over to the original house.
Right, and people are asking you like, "Are you okay? We heard this giant boom and felt a rumbling. We thought that maybe there was an earthquake or something happening. What happened?"
Whoa, it's something. Well, don't worry, we've caught the ringleader. And I assume Beard shows the tied up rat.
Mhm.
These rats won't be harming anyone else for a long time.
They're like, "A long time. We paid you to exterminate them."
Yeah, we exterminated all of them except this one. This one's going to pay for his crimes. We still need to get some information out of him. Otherwise, this might happen again.
Has justice system for rats.
Yeah. But that explosion, yeah, that's what can happen when you wait too long. You should have called us when it first became an issue. Also, bad news. There's tunnels in your house. We were able to, clear them of rats, but you're looking at some property damage. It's pretty severe.
Well, a few of them tell you that they built their houses from scratch, so they're not too worried about it.
Oh, okay, good.
Well, let's talk some money.
Yeah, I say we don't do it for the money, but obviously we do need to be paid so we can keep doing this. I know, like, normally you'd want to give us one of these houses because that's as you think we have, and we did kill hundreds of rats the size of dogs. But we don't need anything that big as of now. So just your adoration and maybe a small settlement, and spread the word about our merry band of men. We haven't figured out a name yet. We're working on it. Spartacus's flying hero squad. Just, I don't know. We'll workshop it.
Right, and I mean, in short, they're incredibly thankful for everything you guys have done. They pray that everything for you will go well, and they give you a spattering of copper and silver and gold pieces. When you add it all together, it equals to be about 34 gold pieces.
Well, that's good.
Nice.
All right, let's split it up, and they'll spread the word so everyone knows we're heroes. I want to make that very clear.
Yes, they'll definitely tell everyone about your help and how willing you were to assist them. But of course, they don't tell you this, but of course they're going to mention that you basically required money of them.
We said we need to be paid for like our expenses, and for hundreds of rats, like that's a better deal than you get anywhere. But I don't, of course, say this out loud. I think it in my head.
I'm just telling you.
Gave you that high five, and you still are ungrateful. I can't believe this. We should be paid for that alone.
So are we splitting it down the middle?
Yeah, let's do it.
Cool.
So that's what, 17 gold pieces each?
I'm at 30 gold. Let's go. Meanwhile, Spartacus is over here rolling in his 100-something. Like, yeah, casual.
I cast a minor illusion for the road.
For what road? You're right around the corner.
I don't know, can I put like a mustache on the rat?
I
Just for
suppose.
my own benefit.
So we will go ahead and end it there.
That's probably a good idea.
We'll figure out what we're doing with the rat next time, I suppose. Let me.
So it was 38 pieces?
It was 34 pieces of gold. You guys split down the middle, which is 17 each.
All right.
Let me look real quick. So if you guys just want to make a note, 187 experience of the top left.
Ooh.
Because you guys did a lot and I appreciated your fun storytelling. So we'll give you guys some experience for that.
All right, 170.
187.
Oh, cool. Even more.
Nice. So now we're level 5, right?
No, no, you are a little bit over halfway to second level.
Nice.
So
How many until the second level?
300. Did I give Michael, did I give you guys experience the last time?
Yes.
How much?
75.
Oh, okay. Yeah, okay. Well, cool. Well, thanks guys.
Sweet.
That
Yeah.
was a lot of fun and hectic. Oh, we were gonna watch
Exploding flower.
Exploding Flower. Let's watch this 2-minute one.
Okay, so this might not look great, but this is just flour. That's all it is, just flour. Okay, so in order to make things burn, you need something to burn, you need to get it hot, and you need oxygen. So here I have some flour, and if I try to light it on fire, nothing really happens. I mean, it can burn it, but it won't catch on fire really. And that's because you can't get enough
Can you guys see
oxygen in here to really sustain combustion. So we're going to make it combust by getting more oxygen in there. And the way we do that is to make it into powder. Okay, so here I'm going to start with a tiny little funnel and some tube. And I'm just going to, it doesn't have to fit perfectly. I'm just going to take this. And this one actually just fits in there pretty nice like that. Okay. Now I'm going to put some flour in there. And then I'm going to blow on this end so that I can shoot the powder out into a cloud, and that's going to ignite with the flame. It's pretty cool, and it's pretty safe, but we're outside, okay? So that you don't want to have these fire things inside, because that's just poor judgment. So I'm just going to pour a little bit of powder in there. It doesn't take too much, just like that. Now I'm going to hold it. I'm going to stand away. I'm going to hold it near the flame, and I'm going to blow it into the flame. There we go. Pretty cool, huh?
Yeah.
All right, this one's really boring. Let's try this one from Dude Perfect.
What's up, guys? Welcome to Bromo. Guy things in slow-mo. This episode is dedicated to LeBron James. Why, you ask? Oh. It may not be chalk, but it's flour, and it's close enough. Let's give him a sneak preview of the finale. Open that wall! 150 pounds of flour! Go!
Yes, we're doing lots of stuff with flour. Oh. Oh, and now the actual fire starts.
Wow. Is that how they make heat missiles?
Is that how they make what?
Heat missiles, high explosive anti-tank missiles.
I have no idea. That's a good question.
Just pack it with flour.
Yeah. So anyway, so yeah, apparently flour is very explosive. So the more you know, I guess.
Cool.
Well, yeah, but yeah, thanks guys. That was a lot of fun.
was.
Hopefully we can get together again soon. But cool. Any questions for me? Noah, how was your first time?
It was really fun. I enjoyed it. I had, no idea what I was doing, but that's okay. I was enjoying it.
Good. It'll make more sense as we keep going. You started to get a hold of it there near the end, so that's really good.
It was fun. I hope you enjoyed yourself, Michael.
I did enjoy myself.
Sweet.
I think we all learned a lot. I feel like it's the beginning of a beautiful fictional relationship.
Absolutely, it is.
Yeah.
Well, cool. Well, you guys take care. Stay safe out there.
You too.